Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th official episode of Los Boyos Hermanos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your fourth annual Los Boyos Hermanos episode. This really is an annual thing.
Oh, wait, no shot. It's been 4 years since you started.
Not sponsored.
No, it hasn't been 4 years. It's been annual since like 2024 because we did, I think, like the first episode. Yeah, it actually has been 4 years because we did the first episode in 2023.
Oh, dude doesn't know his own series.
Hold on, let me lock in. Let me lock in. So the second episode was in 2024. The third episode was in 2025, all right. And then now we're here in 2026. Yeah, so about 4 years.
Damn, bro.
You're not back. I've returned.
We need to lock in. So, to my viewers, I'm sorry that we haven't been locked in. I keep trying to get Facundo on the episodes, but every time he's just deny.
Bruh.
Every time, and I'm just like, I can't do a podcast by myself.
Terrible.
That's what I'm saying. I can't ever do a podcast by myself. I need somebody else with me. I need my boy Pachanga.
Favorite of the group. This is so live.
Hey, you can invite me to do a podcast with you.
Yeah, I invited HC Creates, but I needed Facundo on here too. But Facundo was only willing to do this one. He was like, you know what, I'm down to interview my boy HC Creates.
Of course.
But anyway, glossing by, Facundo just not wanting to do anything.
Slander.
So last year we interviewed our boy Hayden Castleman, also known as Sing Songy Man, also known formerly as HC Creates. We asked him about his up and coming music career and his previous performance in Ohio's Got Talent, which we'll get into his most recent performance in Ohio's Got Talent later throughout the episode. So we're gonna just go through these questions about his what he wants to do for in the future, what his long-term goals are, any obstacles along the way, and some things that he's done in the past year or so, because this guy has done quite a bit of stuff. So without further ado, Hayden, how are you feeling? How are you feeling so far?
But I'm feeling great. I'm glad to be back. I was on the first podcast episode, I believe. So I'm definitely glad to be back, continuing the podcast series with you guys. So let's get into it.
All right. Yeah, you were in the first. You were. It was the unofficial first episode, but that was actually the episode when he came to us, was like, "Hey, we can make you a jingle, or I can make you a jingle."
Dude, I remember that.
I can make you a jingle.
Yo, that's gonna be in the intro.
Yeah, I know. He sent us like 20 different. I think it was like the same melody. It was just like in different sound types or different like instruments, kind of.
Yeah, I think I recorded like 50 of them or something like that.
So he sent me this one long.
I don't know how much
file.
I sent you guys though, but
yeah, you sent us about like 20 or so, and we all of them were good, but we of course obviously picked the one that we use in the intro, and that's gonna be iconic for however many episodes we do. I mean, if we go yearly,
once I get a studio, I'm remaking it so it's higher quality.
Oh, that's perfect. And this guy, by the way, let me remind you, this guy did what was it called? Waiting for Love by Avicii, because Monday Left Me Broken was like a meme. And this guy was like, "Yo, I'll do it on the piano." That shit was the coolest thing I think I've ever had anyone do.
Goated.
That
was great. Good memories.
That was awesome. I love that. So let's just start simple. So, what's a moment in your life when you realized that music was more than just a hobby for you?
A moment in okay, that's a good one. I don't know. I think it's it goes back to middle school. I performed like for the first time ever on stage, like as a solo, and I ended up doing the talent show in my middle school and got first place doing that. And I had already loved singing before, not as a career though. Acting used to be my thing, but I don't know. I think the thrill of doing it especially when you're nervous. I'm nervous no matter what. When I first go on stage, I'm always nervous. I hope I never lose that. I think that's a great quality to have, is actually being nervous at the start. And yeah, I think just from there, being on stage is something I enjoy, and the more I've actually done it, I think audience like communicating with audience and doing a lot of fun stuff with that is something I've really enjoyed with performing. So I think that's kind of what's been aiding my passion lately as well, is just being able to have an audience in front of me to talk to, like, after I perform. And it's also, I will say, recently gives me inspiration to do a little bit more with my music, to where the audience has room for interaction during my music. And I'll get into a little bit of that later. I'll segue into that later of what I'm talking about with that. But basically, I'm looking to have a lot more audience interaction with my music in the future. So.
Okay. No, I like that. You know, I love performing for. I mean, I don't do like singing or any of that. Although, you know, if I did, I don't think I'd be too bad at it. But I do.
Yeah.
Didn't you do impressions in front of the classroom?
Did I? Oh yeah, I did. I did an Obama impression for a drama class in 11th grade. We were doing like some African American Black History Month project where we were supposed to like write a speech or do something or pretend to be an iconic black figure from history. And I was the one that chose Barack Obama, and I nailed that shit. I nailed it.
That's crazy.
I nailed it. Everyone, because I performed in the library. I had to make like some like poster board that showed the life of Obama, and I had to memorize my speech word for word, which, by the way, I was able to do in like a day's time.
Well, I mean, half of it's so I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to memorize.
True, it is.
So
that's all. Half of it is really
that
just
was
that.
pretty good, actually.
But it was like a 4-minute speech I had to memorize. Anyways, I digress. I love performing, you know, wherever it is, whether it's like a speech or impersonating a president. Despite me, it's really contradictory because I like performing in front of people, despite the fact that I am a very introverted person. Like when it comes to like actually talking to people, I hate doing that shit. Like I don't approach people. I don't approach people ever. If you approach me and we have a good conversation, I'll keep that shit flowing. I will never approach you ever.
Yeah, it's weird. If you catch me like basically in like a one-on-one situation in public, whether you recognize me, you're someone I don't know as well, I'm so awkward. Like I don't know how to respond. I don't know. I'm basically normal, but you see me in like videos, but you wouldn't really expect me to be the same in real life if you were to meet me.
Because in reality, no matter
different.
how like authentic you are on camera, to a certain extent, you are playing a character because you're expressing qualities that you wouldn't necessarily express outside. So
yeah,
I mean, obviously, that's probably the biggest difference when you're comparing your social media presence to your real life presence.
That's true.
So,
and that I feel like another thing is sorry, there's such a delay. But
I know.
I feel like, you know, on stage, like I've had a lot of people watch me at this point, like to the extent maybe like 800 people so far. It's not really a lot, but it's getting up there to what you consider a bigger audience or medium-sized audience. And I don't know, I just find myself more comfortable talking to like a group of people staring at me versus like one-on-one for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. I think in a way I'm more of myself when I'm in front of a lot of people and on camera.
I can tell you someone who's like that too.
Like I can't really explain it, but that's just kind of how it is. Like you're gonna get more out of me on camera or on stage versus in real life. Like you'd have to get to know me, obviously. If you got to know me, it'd be different. But I just feel like on camera, I am a little bit more open than I'd say, because I don't know. I treat my viewers like friends, and when I'm on stage, I treat everyone like my friend. So I don't know. I just find it a lot easier to interact with people that way.
You know what? That's valid. That's honestly valid.
Yeah.
And you know, I think being Facundo can share that quality of you know, when it's one-on-one, it's very much different than when we're in a group of people.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It very much is. When everyone's like, for example, we're you know, we go from like when it's just me and Facundo in a call. You know, we're at like a 50% in energy, but when it comes to other people being like Pablo, Gerardo, not Alex, you know, it goes from 50 to like 150. You know, and that's what I love about this group of people. And you know, you gotta have a group of people like that, because if you don't, then you know, where are you gonna find happiness?
That's true.
That's
true.
So, since being on the podcast a year ago, you were on the last episode that was a year ago, because we're very consistent at Los Boyos Hermanos. Has anything changed in like your long-term goals or your beliefs?
I can't remember what my last ones were. If not, I mean, I guess I'm assuming they are similar. Be a successful music artist hasn't really changed too much. I am doing a lot more lately in real life with music, not on video. I'm still terrible at uploading videos, but what I am good at is making progress outside of videos, which I have been doing. Like I got new equipment, not recording it yet, but I got it. Also getting offered a gig, by the way, that I'm going to be doing in July. Hopefully I'll upload a full video in July. It's a 3-hour gig for my first ever gig. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm getting paid for it. We'll probably have to talk about that outside of the podcast.
Okay.
but it ain't bad. It ain't bad for my first gig. I will say, 3-hour gig. I get free food. So
that's always a plus.
I'll let you guys in on a little something too that I haven't shared to my channel yet. Recently, I have come up with a little song idea that I think is going to be specific to the event I'm performing at. So if y'all like Bo Burnham, y'all like funny stuff that somehow breaks the fourth wall of music and communicates with you, it's going to be one of those songs that communicates with you, and you are at the event and you're like, wait, is he talking to me right now? That's going to be one of those songs. So hopefully I can finish it. I've only got a little like bits and pieces of it, but it is so clever. I think it's gonna be one of my favorite songs I've made once I come out with it. So I'm super excited for that.
Damn. Okay, speaking to the people through music.
It's really good.
That is honestly such an inspiring thing. Speaking to people through art is what makes us who we are. And I will stand by that point. I will stand by that point to the grave. 100%. And you know what? Hey, Facundo, I mean, nobody forgets their first. So let's congratulate HC Creates.
Hell yeah,
Yes, sir.
bro. Congrats, bro. That's actually dope as heck.
Yo!
Forgive the late soundboard. I was
got
trying
the
to
sound effects, dude. That's crazy.
I was trying to figure out how to do that quickly, but I mean, you know, that's honestly really cool. Honestly, I'm really eager to learn about that, because honestly,
dude,
your first gig, your first anything related to the career field that of your choice, honestly, you will never forget that. Even if it goes shit, you will never forget it, because it's always going to end up being the first time you do it. You will always remember that.
And
absolutely.
Well, I would count that as my first gig, but if we're talking like public performance, I have performed at a Dunkin' Donuts lets me perform at their place anytime I want to, which I think is pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
I just walk in with my piano and start performing, and they don't care.
You know what? Any exposure is good exposure, is what I'd say.
It's
Really?
Any
Yeah.
exposure,
especially
is
coffee
good
shops.
exposure.
Coffee shops are good places to get exposure, especially if you're a smaller artist. Like usually, I feel like those are good starting point, like specific starting points. Like if you're wanting to perform at public places that are not music related, go like ask coffee shops because they typically don't play music, and if they do, they can turn their music off when you perform, and they're usually open like to getting your contact info and stuff like that. Like they'll actually contact you and reach out to you versus other places. As funny as it sounds, La Coretta said they were gonna pay me to do it, but they didn't end up like texting me ever or anything. So I don't know.
Damn.
If an opportunity doesn't come your way, then even if it's like a paid thing, if they don't value your time and they don't want you, don't do it. Don't try to beg for a spot to perform, something small like that. People are gonna want you. You want people to want you. And that's what I did with my first gig. I didn't go out search and be like, hey, I can do gigs. No, like I performed at Ohio Has Talent. I perform at these actual events, and people end up wanting me. And that's what I found out recently is people are starting to want me to perform. So, less serious places that don't pay you, coffee shops, I feel like are a good, starting point. I think a lot of local coffee shops are definitely popular. I feel like you can make closer relationships with people locally. And a lot of it's about people like a lot of those people have connections to bigger events, possibly bigger people. So, local events, I'd say local places, good place to start for that kind of stuff.
Yes, my friends, and I will say this to all of you right now because most of you are between the ages of 12 and 16. If you want a career field,
some of them
probably.
are 11. Come on now.
Is that your demographic? Can you check that?
I mean, most of them lie about their age, so I'm just going based off assumptions.
Are you assuming the
demographic,
sir?
But I will say,
I'm gonna have to call corporate on you. We can't do that.
Yeah, Evan.
Well, I mean, YouTube already has my ass. I mean, they
continue,
they never want to. I'm sorry. All right, don't yell at me. Anyway, so I will tell you that networking is the best thing that you could possibly ever have in a field in the industry in the industry. Never mind.
Yep. An entertainment industry. As somebody who works in it, I can say that for sure.
Today, Junior.
Networking is the biggest thing. All it takes is one person. I mean, it takes multiple people, but in
no, it's true.
Sometimes it does take one person. That is true. Sometimes it does. It only takes one person.
Absolutely. I started working in the film industry thanks to one email. One person.
True.
Yeah, surprisingly, emails are also another good way to reach out to people. I think that makes it more personal, to be honest. Like as old as people may think that form of communication is, I think it honestly works better to certain extents, like depending on how big, what company you're going for, anything like that. Like if it's a smaller company, I think email honestly works better.
Yeah,
true.
Totally.
I mean, it's modern technology, so I mean, obviously, unless you want to use carrier pigeon. I mean, I don't typically use the old ways, but
honestly, if you use carrier pigeon, they should just pay you straight up right away. Like that's already impressive enough.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, how does a pigeon know where to go? It just goes.
That's what I'm saying.
You train them.
They just move.
World War II.
They just move.
Or one. It was probably one. Look.
I don't know. It was some war.
It's been a long time.
I don't know. I can't confirm the Gmail thing. I just know people want me, so I haven't really tried the Gmail thing yet, because people are asking me. I haven't even tried the other methods.
Supply and demand, baby.
Yep. Damn right. Is anything that you used to believe about music or success, is there anything you used to believe about music or success that you've changed your mind on?
That's because I changed my beliefs a lot in everything because I'm ADHD. Like, so I don't know. I approach things differently. I feel like every time.
I mean, fair enough. So is Gerardo.
I try something new, or so. I'm trying to think, because I don't know. I think you could literally be anyone and be successful. Not to be rude, but it's gonna come out rude because it's true. Well, I mean, I guess it's not rude if it's truthful. Just take the info as you will. But
to the hot takes, let's get it.
There's people that have a larger following than me, but they suck. They sound terrible. And then there's me, who isn't at a great spot yet. So yeah, I have no room to say that about them, but I really do. I mean, there's a lot of terrible music artists out there that sound like absolute dookie. And I sound like 200 times better than. I'm not saying I'm one of the best of all time, but I'm saying I'm better than a lot of ones that don't sound better than me. Obviously, like, it's just I don't know. I think that's just one thing that's changed. Is like anyone can be successful in the music industry. Anyone, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, of course, like not everybody can, but any type of person can be successful in the music industry. Unfortunately or fortunately. So I don't know. Success is defined differently by everyone defines their success differently. So, do what you think makes you happy, really. I mean, that's kind of the only thing that's changed for me. Like, I don't want to try to be that how I used to be, where it's like, oh, I just gotta I gotta believe this one thing to be successful. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be more open. Like, success comes in different ways. There's different types of success. So I don't know. I think I've just been a little bit more open as to like my possible pathways in the music industry.
Fair enough. And I think the moral of this story, ladies and gentlemen, is that you can be successful as long as you don't have a Tesla that ends up in a Hollywood tow yard and has a funky smell coming out of the trunk.
This is so true, bro.
Of course, respect to the family of the person, but just don't do that and you'll be fine. Just don't do that and you'll be fine.
Just don't be a douche. I hope he doesn't get out of jail. He'll probably want to slice me up.
I mean, he has no.
He won't be able to do that.
Even if miraculously somehow he doesn't make it, he makes it out of the murder charge of that charge. He's got like 15 trillion other charges. He's not getting out.
Let's be honest. One of those charges is having terrible music. So
yeah, true. That should be like life without parole.
They're hiding one of those charges. It's actually this dude makes shit music. So
yeah.
You'll throw him in for another 10 years.
What a cornball.
I'll be honest, I tried listening to his catalog a long time ago because there was one song in Invincible that I was like, nice. No, but the rest I couldn't get into,
I've never listened to any one of them. I think if you do something like that, your music's shit.
Well, yeah.
You're a terrible person and your music shit no matter what if you do something like that. So
now that I know what he's done, of course.
Yeah,
he's a bad. I'm talking 6 years ago.
No, yeah.
He had like one song that I think he was a one-hit wonder. He had one good song.
Yeah. What was the song from Invincible?
It was Here With Me. It was that song.
No, Feel It. I think it's called.
Really?
Something like that.
That was not his one-hit wonder. I'm talking about a different song that literally made him blow up.
I don't know. I just found the one.
Yeah, that was the song that made him blow up. That song is probably what made Prime get him on for Invincible.
Fair enough. Yeah, Feel It is the second favorite or the second most popular on Spotify.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. That's all I gotta say.
That guy.
Fuck that guy. Imagine being so famous that you just have to kill someone. What is it with that? Is there nothing to do late game?
There's nothing to do late game.
Yo, you stole that from XQC, my guy. I know where that's from.
There's nothing to do late game.
There's nothing to do late game. Come on now.
I showed him that meme.
Yeah, that was an end meme.
Dude, that was so fun. I think I seen that today or yesterday. I recently seen that.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that was so funny.
So rule of thumb, don't be David. That's
Yeah,
it.
don't be David. Just don't
Don't kill people. Just
yeah, don't
kill people, dude.
and don't date people
pretty obvious.
miles beyond your age. Just don't do it. I don't get why
Yeah,
that's
here,
so low.
here's the new
Yeah,
message,
don't do that.
guys. Don't kill people. All right.
Yeah.
God. Just like a Pete
Shouldn't be
Diddy
too
curse or
hard.
some shit. That's what I'm
Jesus.
saying. So, would you say music has influenced or changed who you are as a person?
I think it does in the moment. I don't know. Like, I come up with I make the music. I'm not just a listener. I make the music. I think a lot of people get into this. They listen to like a certain genre for a long time and they don't diversify, which is okay. Like, not everyone diversifies their, music taste. But I don't know. I think for me, especially since not being a listener, being someone who makes music, I think recently it's really been I evolve with my music, and the music I make changes me, not the music I listen to. Now, does it inspire me? Yes. Other music inspires me in terms of I go through these different eras of listening. Like 1 month, I'll be listening to this group of music or songs, I'd say, because they're not all the same genre typically. So like 1 month I'll be listening to like Bo Burnham. The next month I'll be listening to MJ. Like, it's all over the place every month. I think it just changes by month, really. But I think that's the kind of stuff that inspires me over time. Is I listen to so many different sounds and takes. I was Bo Burnham's like top 0.05 listener 1 month, if that tells you anything. Like, I have been struggling to make serious music now. Like, I've gone deeper and deeper into like making funny stuff and simple sounding music and not making serious music. It's it's pretty bad. I'm trying to be serious, but like I can't anymore right now. I got too much Bo in me.
I think that's awesome. Have a little goofy phase,
I mean, yeah.
No, that's true. Like, I'm kind of glad I have different phases. Like, that's not something I don't feel like all our music artists have. Like, I think, like, if you look at Michael Jackson or Bruno Mars, they don't really have different phases of their music. I think you just hear it and it's like, this is a Michael Jackson song. But like, when you go to I'll just use me as an example because I can't think of anyone else, but there's other people that do go through, like, they'll do albums with different like genres and moods and everything. I feel like that's kind of what I do, is like I start making certain types of music, and then as my music taste is changing or reverting back, I'm also being inspired by that music I've listened to in the past. So I am changing the music I make every time I make something new. So, that's why I say, like, the music I make changes me, and the music I listen to inspires me to make different music. So if that makes sense. It's a little bit complicated. It's always been complicated for me when it comes to that, because I listen to different music when I'm in, different moods. So, whether I'm in a good or bad mood, I'm still myself. I don't let music influence me to do anything in real life, but it does influence how I make music. That's basically the only thing music changes about me. But I will say, a lot of my music now that I listen to does affect me, and I think my own music inspires me now. So,
Okay, you know what? That's valid. That's valid. I mean, obviously, if you're a person that makes music, of course, the music that you listen to will, of course, in very direct and indirect ways, change how your music, how your music is created. So you know what? I respect that. Now, of course, I couldn't tell you. I mean, obviously, I'm not a song creator, but you know, in terms of script writing for me, back when I was writing Killer Taco, I used to
Legendary.
the games I played and the movies I watched, all because of course it's supposed to influence that. Obviously, if you want to write for movies, you have to watch movies. Obviously, that's like trying to cook a 5-star meal without learning the recipe, or without knowing what you're doing.
So true.
Like Killer Taco, I based it upon. No one's gonna know this is pretty niche, but I based it on Max Payne, John Wick, and some other movie. I honestly forgot what it was.
Too niche. I mean, that's pretty popular.
Yeah, no, John Wick is a niche. I was more referring to Max Payne because Max Payne. By the way, I highly recommend that game. That whole franchise. By the way, the atmosphere of that game and the writing is absolutely stellar. So yeah, I think art influences art. Art influences art in just about every way.
And on the topic of artists who have like different phases, I completely fuck with artists who do that. Like, maybe you don't like them, maybe you do. Post Malone, every fucking
That's a good example. Super good example.
Yeah. Also, I'm a big 21 Pilots listener. They got pretty different vibes in each album.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I mess with that. It keeps things fresh, you know?
Yeah.
No, that's true. I think, and I think that's part of, like, what you said, like, whether you like them or not, like, I think it has to do with something with intent, like attention span too, like to a small extent, because like you can listen to like one style or genre of music and then you listen to another genre for like 2 seconds and then you're done. You're like, this is crap. So, a lot of people can't follow along with an artist who changes like Post Malone or 21 Pilots because they don't have the attention span to actually listen to different music for like more than 10 seconds, because whatever they don't listen to sounds like crap to them. So yeah, I think there's definitely there's like shout out to those people like who can actually listen to different music, because those people are also the people who have like a wider listening range. Like when it comes to music, like they listen to different genres and they know a lot of music. Those are the people who know tons of music, is the people who can evolve with the artist. And I think that's also a good factor of like audience connection as well, is yes, you change, but you want the audience to kind of like go along the journey with you, or like at least pay attention to like what your music is doing. That's the whole point of being a fan, is like you're paying attention to what this person is doing. You're following them. That's really important when you're trying to engage followers.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
those are some
I
good
agree.
points. Especially on today's day and age, like low attention span. That's a problem.
Oh my god, my audience retention on my channel is absolutely abysmal. People click off my video like 5 seconds into the intro. It's crazy.
Yeah, people be doing that.
Yeah, I try not to look at mine. Try not to look at mine. Mine's about 2 minutes for my Ohio Has Talent performance, I think, which isn't too bad. That's better than usual, but yeah, no, my videos have been down in views too. It's just I'm just not consistent enough. I need to get more consistent. I have all the ideas there. I actually have a lot of I think 6 or 7
I was gonna say, why did you do that? Why did you do the hand signals?
Yeah, but actually I do have about that many that I haven't uploaded yet. And I'm about to go into college, but I'm forgetting what I'm talking about, by the way. So I don't know if I'm like going off topic. But I'm gonna be uploading those while I'm in college, my freshman year, so I don't just stop uploading for like half a year again. I don't want to do that again. So I do have a lot of videos in the background, especially, funny enough, I think I've recorded like 4 or 5 gaming videos that I have yet to edit. They're short games, but I mean, who doesn't like more content from me, especially when it's gaming? You know, I have a couple gaming videos that have gotten like,
you know
a lot
what?
of views.
You need to
like
leave one of
my
those gaming
GTA
videos
video,
for me to edit.
Which is a
We
long
need
form
to-
video. Is at 12.8 thousand views though.
We need to do that collab that you were mentioning last episode a year ago when you were like, I
We
edit
do.
one of your videos and you edit one
I
of mine.
haven't forgotten about that.
We need to do that, and you need
that'd be
you need one of those videos to send to me, and I'll send you one of
Oh
mine.
my god. Evan, you need to totally meme up his shit, dude. That's awesome.
Dude, holy shit,
Imagine
that
one
would
of
be
those
peak.
videos blows up. Dude,
That would
That
so-
would be
so funny.
peak.
be so crazy.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna tell anyone. I'm not
I'm
even
gonna
gonna
end
tell
up
anyone.
paying you to be my editor for the rest of my career, dude.
That'd be so dope, no.
That
That's
would be
awesome.
tough.
That'd
Yo,
actually
nah,
be really cool, though.
I wouldn't even tell like my viewer base that I'm gonna have like a different editor for one video. They're just gonna see that.
Oh yeah, we're not telling anybody.
They're not gonna know what video it is. They're not gonna know when it's coming. They're just gonna see the different editing style on both of our channels. And I mean, whatever the reception is for that, I won't know. But I think we're gonna cook. I've been thinking about that.
yeah.
About that. I really friggin' want to do that.
I've thought about. I always think about that every now and then. Like
That is-
it's such a good idea too.
It
Like not a
is.
lot of people will do that.
No, not at all. I'm really hyped for that. We need to plan that out like this year. We need to plan that out.
So dope. Hold up, though.
Gig performance.
True. You know what? We'll think about it. We'll definitely think about it. You know, just
Do like a little vlog style, you know?
yeah, just hit me up with whatever video you think would be good for me to edit. and
I'm
then
just
I'll
gonna
revise
send
it.
you a video one day and be like, yo, edit this.
Yeah, I'm just be like, we'll just shadow drop the footage. Just be like, yo, just cook with it.
What is that? What is shadow drop?
Shadow drop
Is
is
that
just
like a way
when-
to share files
like-
or something?
No, shadow drop. It's like a term for like just dropping without any notice. It's like how like games just drop like
okay.
A game might drop a remaster out of nowhere, or someone might drop an album out of nowhere. That's what a shadow drop is.
Interesting. I'm learning new.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm learning new things all the time. Like artists that are in prison and probably will be in prison for a long time.
You're dogging on him, dude.
Well, you know what? He fully
Rightfully
deserves
so.
it. He fully deserves it. He fully deserves it. Anyway, so what has been? I'm not sure if I've asked this the last episode, but this question has a very interchangeable answer. So, at your age, even though I'm saying this, even though we're both the same age, what has been the hardest part of pursuing a music career?
Pursuing it, like staying on it. Like no, actually, false, because I'm always doing music. Like I play that piano every day, probably some, unless I'm not home. Like I'm always listening to music. I listen to music every day, that's for sure. And I think the hardest thing is, unfortunately, I've seen a couple artists whine and complain about this, but it's kind of true. Like, not everyone wants to post on social media, but I think the truth is, like, if you want to get out there and do like entertainment, I think, I don't know, it's part of the industry. It's part of the industry now, basically. Like, I think there's too many people complaining about, oh, I gotta like upload on social media to be popular and stuff. It is hard. That is the hardest thing, is consistently posting on social media, and whether you like it or not, it's a part of the industry now, whether it's music or entertainment. So if you're gonna whine or complain about that, not gonna call anyone in particular out, but if you're gonna whine and complain about how you have to upload videos to social media to get anywhere with your career, that's how the music industry is now. And that's, you know, it evolves and you have to evolve with it. And if you can't evolve with the industry, you're not going to get anywhere. So, you know, it's not something I complain about, but I think that's part of the struggle for a lot of people is they're not inspired to do social media because it's not what they thought music was supposed to be or entertainment was supposed to be. People used to watch this stuff live in person. Now people watch YouTube. The industry has changed. You gotta change with it. But I think part of that within the industry that's a struggle for me is uploading consistently. And I think that's what a lot of people struggle with. And that's why a lot of people hire editors, because it's a lot easier to record it knowing you're not going to be the one editing it, knowing you don't have to put a lot of work into it. So, and there's no, you know, there's no shame in hiring an editor. I don't mind hiring people to help me out. I mean, that's what they're for. That's what jobs are for. You know, and you know, decent amount of huge artists don't produce their own music. I mean, it's okay to ask for help. It usually, you know, helps you out. So, you know, ask for help if you need it. I need it, but I don't want to pay it. So, for me, and a lot of people, you just got to get better at posting. That's what I got to do. So, hopefully I can do that. And I know you've struggled with that a lot. You've been doing a lot better job, and I'm really proud of you for that, actually. Being able to upload as consistently as you have been recently, you know, even with the delays, being sick, anything like that, like you address it now. And I think you do a better job of, hey, we're going to actually have this video this week. You've been doing a lot better with that. So, yeah, I'm trying to be like that, trying to get more consistent. And I think you've definitely been inspiring me to get back on track with that. Like I said, I got a lot of footage in the background, and you know, when that day comes, I'm editing everything and I'm scheduling it. I think scheduling is a really good way to just get a lot of videos out there, because when you are inspired, use it because you're not going to be inspired every day. That's the truth.
True.
So when you're inspired to upload, don't upload plural. Do a lot of uploads, not like, you know, not a lot in one day, but schedule stuff, edit stuff. You want to give your viewers content. If you're inspired, use it, because you're gonna run out at some point. You're gonna you'll get it again, maybe. It's a big maybe. So if you're inspired, use it.
Absolutely, I agree. And you know, I think I appreciate, you know, the what you said about my, you know, me trying to be more consistent. I really have been trying a lot this year. Yeah. I think the major difference between me uploading weekly in 2026 as compared to in 2023 is that I treated my weekly uploads in 2023 like it was a career, and that I would die if I didn't get the video out by Friday night. Basically, what I mean is...
Which is more of like a challenge, too.
Right. It is.
Yeah.
It is. So, basically, in 2023, I treated it like, okay, I'm going to edit every day, and I'm going to get it out by Friday. No problem whatsoever. No hesitation. If I don't get it out by Friday, I fucking failed. And number one, don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. First of all, if you're not big, you are wasting so much time and energy on something that you don't even know if it'll take off.
Unless you put effort into the editing.
True. If you do put effort into I put effort into my editing, the YouTube algorithm just hates me. That's it. They just don't like me.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, they're like, if there was a boss in any Dark Souls game, I think the YouTube algorithm would be the strongest out of all of them by tenfold.
Dude, it's so true.
By tenfold.
W comparison.
By tenfold. Anyway, so I would procrastinate a lot, and you know, by the time Friday came around, I would sit in my chair for 12 straight hours editing the video, making the thumbnails so I can get the video out before 11:59 p.m. on that Friday. obviously, if I had missed like a day, you know, I couldn't do anything about it. I just had to upload on that Saturday. But
Yep.
for me, was devastating, and that is what contributed the most to my burnout, which led me to like take the, you know, biggest break of my life in 2024 and 2025. So, you know, what I have done in 2026 is understood that, you know, while I would, you know, I would like if it was like a career, it would be cool if it was, but I've come to understand as I've gotten older that, you know, you have to treat hobbies as they are. You have to treat them as hobbies. So what I've done is I've taken this weekly upload mindset, and I think to myself, okay, I'm not gonna crash out this much over a video that might get like sub 100 views. So if I can upload it by Friday, I'll get it out by Sunday. And if I can't get it out that week, then oh well, I'll do a little community post and then I'll upload the video next week. You know, it gives me more time to edit it, and I can get my schedule back, you know, back up and running. And, you know, because I have other responsibilities as well. You know, I have to make money on other things. Yeah. I have to make money on other things, as well as the fact that I'm in college as well. So, you know, I have to, you know, prioritize needs over wants. And in 2023, I prioritize wants over needs. And that's what contributed to my overall burnout. So, you know, that's just how it is. Treat your hobby like a hobby until it becomes a career, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree with that to an extent. I think another key to not getting burnt out is to just don't kill yourself over it, because I've realized it doesn't get you anywhere. If you talk about how much of a failure you are for not getting something done, then you're not gonna fix it. It's not gonna help anything. It's just gonna put you in a worse mood, which is what I have done to myself plenty of times. I have been getting better at that, actually, super recently. No, not by yesterday, but like actually like the past like couple months, I'd say. I've just I don't know. I think you're less likely to get burnt out also when you're just not being hard on yourself, because I think when you're being hard on self, you're getting stuff done later, because, you know, I'll be overthinking about, you know, something, not getting another thing done while I'm working on something else, and that is contributing to why like I'm not getting that thing done. So just don't be hard on yourself. Move on. Seriously, just move on. And I don't know, like, accept that, like, yeah, you didn't reach any like specific goal, but you didn't set that for yourself. You just tore yourself down without making a goal and accepting defeat. Like, I don't know, it's okay not to reach your goals all the time. And oh, what was I thinking? I gotta try to think of it, because there was something else you said in there too. Yeah, for me, like I said earlier, like, success is defined. Everyone defines their success differently. You know, if you want to treat something like a hobby and focus on your needs, what you believe are your needs, that is completely fine. And I think that's a great idea if you're in the spot that, you know, Evan and I are in, where it's like we procrastinate everything, we do everything last minute, and then we're really hard on ourselves. That's not helping anything, and that's making our hobby a want, and not treating our hobby like a career, which is what I want to get into, because I want to start treating this hobby like a career, and not uploading, which is my problem right now, is making it a hobby. What I'm trying to do is, no, I don't have all the time in the world. Yes, I have needs. This is, I want to make this a need. I'm going to treat it like a need and get everything else done. And that is 100% possible, in my opinion. I don't see this as a hobby. I already see this as a career. This is the bare minimum of my career right now. I'm at like very, very, very deep abyss in that one SpongeBob episode where they fall down
Rock
the
bottom.
giant cliff and they're in this weird place where people are, yeah. But like, it's so true that like sometimes it just depends on what you do too. Like I'm sure you have that viewpoint also because like you do different things than I do. You do gaming, I do music. Two different
True.
things. But I think for me, and I want to treat this as a career already. Like this is, I think it goes back to I watched a few Jim Carrey clips because he's a legend.
True.
And I don't know if you saw the clip of him. Like it's a very popular clip of him like manifesting a check he wrote to himself like years prior, and then he actually got a deal with a movie for that amount of money. Like it's just a part of manifestation. Like making it your career early on actually is a way to manifest, in my opinion, and it's not hurting anything by doing that, but you have to do it the right way. You treat it as a need, but you have to get everything done if you're going to do that. But I think that is a good way to get places because, I mean, look where I am now. Like I got offered my first gig because I started doing this more, not because it was a want, but because I treated it like a career. I performed on stage at Ohio Has Talent this year, not because it was a stupid hobby I enjoyed doing, but because I treated it as this is a performance. This is going to be an event within my career, not my hobby. This is not a hobby event. This is a career event. That's how I treated that. And when you treat stuff like this like your career, you get career results. Being a gig offer, that's a career result. So treat it like a career early on. In my opinion, I think that that's the best way to do it. But like you said, at the same time, like you have to get everything done. So I completely understand your viewpoint on that.
Honestly, after hearing that bit, honestly, I think I do see what your point is, and I think I would like to retract part of my statement there, because I think when I said treat your hobby as a hobby, I meant it more in the sense of put energy into it, but don't put so much energy into it that it makes you like blow yourself up, because then you'll forget all the other things that you need to that you need to get done. Like that's what I did. I put YouTube first and foremost, and all my other aspects of life just like slowly fucked itself up. So I took the 2 years of uploading whenever to really just reevaluate myself, and I guess that's why we're here today. That's why I'm still doing this weekly. I miss making videos. I'm actually love doing it now. Like,
yeah, that's good. I'm glad.
For the past 2 years, it's been like, because I was uploading weekly. I uploaded like one video every week back 3 years ago, and that whole process was just so annoying because I had shit time management, and to an extent, of course, I don't have the greatest time management. Of course, I'm still improving upon that, but I really do enjoy making content now. Especially because, I'm coming up with all these cool ideas. I won't state any, on this podcast because, big things are coming. But, of course, if you've read the community post and you saw that little movie poster-esque thing, I am working on the first Evan Almighty TV, or the first Evan Almighty Productions production. That's going to come on the YouTube channel.
Yo.
So, look forward to that. But, yeah, Just make sure.
I'm like Tom Holland. I'm just like telling y'all everything I'm gonna do in the future.
Yeah, no, just everything. Like he's gonna end up like telling the whole story of Brand New Day on accident. Yeah, but just basically, preserve your energy for other things, but also, put your energy towards, what you want to do with your life, and if that is your hobby, then put energy into that, but not so much that everything else becomes a blur. Because then
don't overstep. Don't hyper focus. If you're hyper focused for a certain extent of time, like, it's okay to focus on one thing for a day. I mean, that's completely fine. But what we're trying to say is, like, over time, it's just important to know what are your intentions in life? What are your focuses? What are you not paying attention to? That's also important. And I think that's something I just thought of. Like, I think the best way to deal with that is actually just getting stuff done. Like, really, like, procrastination really is, it's something people seriously struggle with, and I think ruins people's lives that can't overcome it. And it's something, not everyone overcomes at all. It's something that people get better at, but we never truly overcome it all the time. So I think the best way to actually balance everything is by getting everything done. Because if you're only focused on doing one thing, you're gonna procrastinate the other. So it's important that your goal is getting more than just one thing done. So yeah, don't just focus on your hobby. Focus on, hey, like, your goals are set, you got your core goals, and then you have your elective goals. This right now, my career that I want to do, this is an elective goal. And my core goals are school, to put it broadly. That's a core goal. Like, I'm doing school. I have to do homework. Those are things you have to do. An elective goal, it's something you choose to do. This is something I want to pursue. So at the end of the day, you have to get all your homework done. So that being said, focus on your core goals, get those done, and then you can do your elective, because that's what you picked for fun. But this is what you want to do. And to get to that, you have to finish your core classes. So do everything. Get everything done. You will get to what you want to do. You will get to it as long as you can get the main thing done.
Right. No, I agree. And you know what? Let me follow up with that, because we were talking about procrastination. Let this be an Evan Almighty TV official quote right here, right now on this podcast.
Ooh, let's start it.
The way to beat procrastination is to do that thing.
No way.
Punch it in the face!
The best way to beat procrastination is to do it. There's no no matter how many motivational videos you watch on YouTube, no matter how many.
Bad news, Evan. I got bad news, Evan. Nike already took that one.
Fuck.
Yeah, and Evan, newsflash, Shia LaBeouf
gonna get
did
sued,
a
man.
video about this.
You're gonna get sued.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf did a video about this in like 2013, I think. Remember that?
No, man.
Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. No.
Yo, chat, can we
beat you
look
to
up the trunk of Shia LaBeouf's car? Can we see if there's anything in there?
No, Shia LaBeouf, bro.
You did not just say chat.
Bad.
Sorry, it's a bad habit, even though I don't even say chat.
Look, even though Shia LaBeouf has a lot of problems, I fuck with the guy. Don't check his trunk, man. Please don't let him be a murderer.
Yeah.
Yo. Don't check his trunk.
Don't check his trunk.
Don't meet your heroes. Don't see if.
I think we're circling back now. I think we're circling.
Yeah.
Back to David.
Anyway, yeah. So progress. Also, another thing too. Don't set the bar too high, and what I mean by that is,
don't be an idiot.
Yeah, that too.
True.
Absolutely, don't be an idiot. But instead of setting the bar too high, set the bar lower and then slowly raise it as you keep going. Because eventually you'll get there. Wherever you set the bar at first, you'll get there as long as the bar's below you are lower, but they keep just going up. They
Yeah.
keep the wheels moving.
Yeah,
I
it's
always
good,
say
it's good to
keep the
set
wheels
smaller
moving.
goals and then build up from there, for sure. And I think, and that's also a thing with getting things done. If we're talking about specific assignments, whether that's like actual like school assignments or goals you have set for yourself, you have to start. I mean, that's the main thing. Not just doing it, but starting it. You have to start it. And I think if you set starting as your goal, it's not always a bad idea, because once you start, you build up from there naturally. So I think if you're really bad procrastinator like me, make starting something new your goal, so you can build up from that, because nothing gets done that hasn't that you haven't started. So just start from the beginning. Don't try to be a minimalist. Don't cheat on stuff. Like, seriously, I seriously learned this lesson. Like, there's some assignments that a lot of people will just use Google and click and get past it. I've done that because I think well, I already know this, but Google is getting stuff wrong more than I am. Like, this actually happened to me one night. Google was getting stuff wrong more than I was, and I wasted so much time trying to do this one thing by not doing, by trying to be a minimalist, that I never got it done. And then I decided to do it myself and got it done faster than any Google could have ever done it. So do it yourself. Do the legwork, basically. Do the legwork. Start from the beginning. Do the legwork, and you're gonna come out more knowledgeable than any minimalist would.
I just gotta interject. Never listen to the AI overview, kids. Never
Oh my
listen
God.
to the AI overview on
Never.
fucking Google.
I hate the fact that shit's
There's
on
statistics
the front
for that.
page.
Google's not 100% right on that, bro.
Yeah.
The fact that they've integrated the AI overview on it's the first thing you see. That shit annoys me so much.
I don't mind it all the time. It is kind of useful, but
It's wrong frequently, though.
Yeah.
It is wrong frequently, yeah.
What I will say, first of all, I'm not against all AI. I'm against generative AI in every fucking form. Every form of generative AI is bad, and I will die on that hill.
Yeah, here's an
Generative
example of an AI that we probably all don't mind. Google, I don't know if you've went to your YouTube studio on PC or whatever, but they'll have an idea generator, an AI idea generator. I think that's perfectly fine. It's hey, you could make videos like this. For example, I'll have it generate ideas and it'll be well, hey, you could actually do a behind the scenes of this song or whatever. I'm you know what? That's not a bad idea. I feel stuff like that, idea generators are nice. It's okay to it's okay to generate ideas. What's not okay is generating the results. If you want to be creative with what you are making, you have to do it. It's okay to get inspiration from, AI, even have AI draw a picture for you. But you if you want the result to be actually seen as creative by other people, do it yourself. You can get your inspiration from AI, but don't let AI control you, and don't let AI be you. Don't let it take over your identity online. Do the stuff you want to do. Upload the videos you want to upload. I'm not putting in a video generator, be oh, upload this video of me doing a cover of this song. That's lazy, and that makes me a loser. Don't be a loser. Do it yourself. Record it. That comes across as way more creative than letting AI do it. So, long story short, it's good for getting ideas. I think it's honestly really useful for getting ideas. And I think the fun part about it is putting that idea into use. So
true. I agree. And like I said, AI is useful in many ways, but what I will tell you is that art, the biggest part of what makes art in any medium whatsoever is the creativity that goes behind it. And who expresses that creativity? Humans. Not a clanker. humans. Humans express that
Absolutely, bro.
creativity, and that's what makes the art the way it is.
All forms of art, and I'm telling
All
you,
forms of art.
movies,
Mhm.
books, images.
They can never get better than real people. Actually,
Yeah.
it can never get better than real people. It never will be. That's why AI will always be a trend and not a reality. Because when it comes to art, specifically when it comes to art, because I mean, we've had the era where people were uploading Sora AI videos. It's not
Yeah.
just because Sora is canceled now and they're shutting down. It's a trend because that's all AI creativity would ever be, is a trend, because it's the people behind that who upload videos, who upload real stuff, that actually gets engagement and actually retains that. Like that's what you can't build a fan base off of something that isn't real. And there have been examples of, oh, well, people follow this, like there's like an AI reality show or whatnot. That's insane. You know, like you can have your different interests and everything like that, but that will always be more niche than real people. AI will always be more niche than real people when it comes to
Absolutely.
creativity.
Generative AI is probably the most soulless shit I've ever seen. Absolutely. Yeah, don't use it. If I ever open up Evan Almighty Productions as a legitimate movie studio, and someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, I had AI generate this really cool movie pitch," I'm gonna tell them, "Get the fuck out of my studio. You're fired.
Yeah.
Get out of here." Maybe I won't go to that extent, but I'll be like, dude, I hired you for your smarts. I didn't hire you for you to put an AI prompt into a clanker. Get this shit out of here, man.
Well, yeah, like I said, like it comes up with really good ideas to go off of, but when it comes to results, yeah, I mean, nothing compared to human. Like do it yourself. You can be inspired by AI, whatnot, but you have to do it yourself.
If you let generative AI make the results for you, you are essentially making the robot superior to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you gonna let a machine be superior to you? Like that's just you not having any self-respect. You know. But
lazy.
anyway, out of that whole spiel, because I'm gonna start screaming about AI and my hatred for generative AI. Anyway, so let's talk career-wise and academic-wise. So like you said, you'll be graduating this year. You will be graduating from, or have you already graduated? Or are you graduating?
No, I will be graduating. Yeah.
Okay, so since you are graduating high school, what are your plans academically or career-wise? Where are you gonna go from here?
Yeah, so y'all can like, I don't know if I want to like give the specific college. I guess it doesn't matter.
If you don't want to,
college.
I'll blur it. I'll censor it. I can do whatever.
No, I think it's fine. Honestly, it's a bigger college anyway. But generally speaking, I have gotten accepted into Purdue. I won't say which campus, but I have gotten accepted into Purdue. And I got into the School of Music and everything, so I will be majoring in music, and I will be focusing on songwriting, stuff like that, so that's going to be fun. And they have a lot of facilities that, like new facilities that are good for making music and everything like that. If y'all know the campus, I don't care, really. If y'all just make music with me, I guess. Come over and make music with me. But, I mean, I'm pretty chill. I ain't gonna do anything. But, no. I will be doing a bachelor's degree in music. And then I'm also gonna be minoring in music industry because I gotta know the industry. And not because necessarily I want to go fully independent, because let's be honest, I think record labels are important still, even with social media and music promotional tools. I feel like there's not as much of a need for music labels, because that's kind of like older in the music industry now. Social media is kind of the way to get out there and be successful. But I don't know, labels do still exist, and there's a lot of terrible labels, but no label's gonna be good anyway. No, yeah, I'll continue with the music industry. So basically, yeah, I do want to minor in music industry. It is something I want to learn about. I do want to know the music industry. I think it's important to know the music industry. Obviously, I think it's a no-brainer to learn about. But if I have to hire someone to manage me, I will. I have no problem doing that. If I suck at doing something, why would I try to do it?
Yeah, you can't really do everything yourself, you know?
Exactly. And the people, that's why you can't, it's very hard to be successful as an independent music artist, because it doesn't really make sense. Like, that's not really, I just don't think it's an efficient process to be successful as compared to I hire a manager who actually knows what they're doing with my career. Yeah, you pour money into it, but that's the whole point. It's an investment. I mean, that stuff like this, stuff like the music industry, that's the kind of stuff you invest in. And like I said earlier, I'll go back to earlier. I feel like I haven't done it yet, but I were to think, if you were to invest in that kind of stuff, firstly, you get out there more, you do more events, and then here's where your return comes in, is when people want you. I'll go back to the gig again. That person wanted me. I didn't know who they were, but they wanted me. Oh, I forgot to mention, I had someone else come to me. I don't think I mentioned it because it wasn't paid in it necessarily. It was more like a public event that other people were doing. Aside from the gig, but I did get offered something else recently by somebody. So, the investment is, you hire people you need, which is normal. And going back to the return on that is people wanting you, and paying you to do stuff. That's how you pay for all of that stuff. But you have to invest first. And I think people are too scared to do that. I mean, I'm scared to do that because I haven't done it before. And going back to not procrastinating stuff. You have to start it. So, invest. Do it. Invest in someone to manage you if you're in music. Do that. If you need it, if you can't do it yourself, if you're not good at doing it, hire a manager, dude. Hire a producer. Yes, I'm going to learn how to produce music. Is it going to be my own? Might not be in the future. I might suck at it enough to where I'm like, well, this isn't gonna work out. I have no problem hiring a producer. That's just part of the bet, but it's more of an investment, because you're gonna get a return at some point if you actually try and put some effort into it. But that, and then you also got to know you have something there. Like, you can't just suck at what you do. You have to be self-aware. And do I really have a shot? What are the people who are closest to you are going to be the most honest people? What do those people believe about you? And if there is any ounce of a shot, then go for it. If it's something you love doing, go for it. And I think making people want you is very important, because that is what boosts your career. That's what gets you along and keeps you from being independent. You don't have to be an independent music artist. Right. Make people want you. Make labels want you. This is part of the music industry. This is how the music, from what I understand so far, this is how the music industry is. I don't plan on being an independent music artist, because people with that title, respectfully, are not as successful as big artists. No big artist is saying, I'm an independent music artist. You can be an independent music artist and be a huge artist. Independent doesn't always mean unpopular. Right. But there are people who classify themselves as an independent music artist. They're just not good, and they're not gonna make it anywhere because they're not doing what the industry is doing. So as bad as the industry is, as bad as a lot of things are in the industry, you have to go along with the process.
Yes,
you
I
really
was gonna
do.
say.
And you can be a good person while you do that. You don't have to be an idiot while you do that. Be a good person, have good intentions. If you like seriously just do the right thing as a human being, and I promise you it will pay off. Personally, for me, I am a spiritual person. I am a religious person. There's a path set out for me. I'm not worried about it. This is why I'm okay with going with the industry, because that's what I feel like I'm comfortable with doing. That's what I feel like. That's not just a me decision. I think that's where my path is taking me, and that's why I'm saying to you guys that I think it makes more sense to go along with it, because if you try to go too outside of the box, going back to Bo Burnham again, he's a great example. If you're going outside of the box, don't go against it all the time. Because let's be honest, as many things as Bo Burnham has said about the world and everything, which is super accurate, he's a genius. At the same time, I'm pretty sure he was signed to, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was with a record label of some sort. So in some sense, he was a part of the music industry. You can't just be fully independent. That guy who said so many things about the music industry, yeah, those are factual, and he is in it, but he still is the person he is. I personally don't see him as a bad person, and I don't think a lot of people do, because he hasn't done stupid stuff. He hasn't done stupid stuff. So you can be a part of the industry and be a good person at the same time.
Dude, I agree. And by the way, fact check. Yeah, Bo Burnham was on Republic Records, and apparently it says here he was also on Comedy Central Records.
Comedy Central, I think now that does ring a bell. I think he was.
Yeah. He released in the Inside album through Republic Records. But
Such
back
a good album.
It is. Back to you were talking about having a team for helping you out with certain things, 'cause obviously you can't always do everything by yourself.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I never saw myself wanting to hire an editor. Obviously, if I do end up getting popular in the YouTube space, and I will hire an editor.
Yeah, sometimes it's easier to do that. Stuff. Yeah.
But I was always kind of on the edge about it, because when I edit my own videos, I see it, I think it, 20 minutes later it's on my screen. The edit is in the exact way that I want it to be. With an editor, of course, you're going through all these hoops and obstacles, but when you're doing it yourself, it's just like, all right, the only hoop or obstacle I have is software issues, and that's it. But of course, you come to realize that obviously not everything's going to be a walk in the park. Not everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows. So, you kind of have to deal with those hoops and obstacles, and you have to compromise. Everything is about compromise. Not everything goes your way the entire time, and you just have to accept that. Also, I do have a question about your major and minor. So, does the music major not talk about the music industry?
It's more of an elective thing, I would say. Like, all my required stuff, like, you're gonna have your core classes and whatnot that are not always music related and whatnot. And I don't know. I dug into it, and from what I see, and for me, it just didn't go enough over. Like, they have some of the classes that music industry has, but they don't have enough. Like, judging by, what I would learn just off of the major, I really wouldn't learn as niche things about the music industry that are important. So once I compared, like, okay, what are my electives for this music? Because, okay, here's another factor into that. So there are different concentrations with some majors, and so I chose a songwriting concentration.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah. So there's a production concentration and there's a songwriting. Maybe the production, I could be wrong on this. Maybe the production has different electives that are more geared toward music industry. But since I chose songwriting, there's going to be different classes with that. And what I found out is it had songwriting, which is what I wanted, because I was curious, like, I don't know, maybe it'll make me a better songwriter. I already think I'm decent, and if I can learn different techniques and whatnot, I could be insane. So, and you know, paths change all the time. Maybe I'll just do a different concentration later down there. Who knows? But yeah, that's kind of my mindset with that. But anyways, so yeah, I compared the two. I didn't see as many music industry stuff as I wanted. And when I looked at the music industry minor, I'm like, okay, these are a lot of classes I'd be interested in because this is the kind of stuff I don't know yet. And so it was a more recent thing because I've had tons of stuff going on with me that I did not have time to do enough research. I just basically was like, I want this major, I'm applying for it, I got it. So now I gotta add the industry minor, but yeah, once I dug deep into that, it's important to, like, it's just a general rule of thumb. Look into your major and actually what classes are in it, because they might not have every single thing you want. So like my major does have all the classes I feel like, whether I want it or not, I need. And so I went with it. And I think looking into that allowed for more opportunity to where it was like, okay, well now I can do a music industry minor, something that I would not have been able to do if I didn't look into it. So it's always important to look into that when you're looking at colleges, like what classes are in your major, what electives are in your major.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a standard though.
Yeah, it should be a standard, but like people like me, like first generation college students like me, I'm a first generation college student, don't always go by that. I procrastinate. I don't know, like I don't have people around me that know everything about college.
Right.
So it really, like, as surprising as it sounds, like it doesn't always come to people's mind. Like they might, I think some people like I was a little bit nervous to look too deep into it, but I know I had the classes I wanted. But like I've said, the more you dig into it, you're gonna realize, okay, maybe this is not exactly what I want. Luckily, the thing I got accepted for, I didn't change my mind on. I still wanted that. But I realized that there was a minor that had a lot of other classes I wanted. So, like I said, it's important to do research. But yeah, that's I'm excited. Purdue's a big college. Like it's a bigger college, more well known. So I'm excited. I'm excited to go to college, dude.
Oh, I bet. I can't wait to transfer to my college either. And I think it's great that certain majors at universities, especially in the entertainment field, that they have certain concentrations, so you can, you can take whichever track best fits your passion. Like, for example, at the university that I'm going to transfer to, I'll just say what it is, and if I don't feel like putting it in the video, I'll just censor it. I'm gonna transfer to the University of Maryland. So that college has a cinema in. Don't worry, I'll fly you out for like a film festival or some shit.
Ooh, let's do it.
There is a cinema in media studies major, and in that major there's two concentrations. There's the critical studies track, and then there's the film production track. The film production track is, number one, the one I am 100% doing, and number two, that is the track that just opened. Like, they just started that, so there couldn't have been a better time for that.
I have a similar situation. Like my college is actually like opening a production building, so it's gonna be done when I go in for my freshman year. So everything is gonna be brand spanking new, and the quality is gonna be insane, dude. It is peak. It's crazy how lucky I got.
Yeah, but I mean, it's great that colleges have that. absolutely.
Evan, you did not tell me about the film production opening up. That's dope.
I thought I did. Oh, maybe it wasn't you.
No.
Probably wasn't. No, but that UMD opened up a film production track
That
dedicated
is
to that
so
shit.
dope.
Dedicated to that shit. That shit is gonna be so peak, man.
I took
Like,
that in my
sounds
college.
fun.
You're gonna have fun, yeah. It's
They have courses like the track courses include introduction to filmmaking, writing the feature film, advanced filmmaking, directed study.
you're gonna have to do everything. You're gonna have to do if it was anything like my college, you're gonna have to do script writing. You're gonna have to do directing. You're gonna have to see the history of movies.
That's fun, dude.
Everything.
Which I'm aware of, because like obviously what.
If you love what you're doing, it's not gonna feel like work, so it's gonna be fun as hell. Which
No,
is what it felt like for me.
I want to be in like the film directing / screenwriting field. Obviously, with that, you have to be a leader, and you have to know what it means to be a leader. So obviously, you have to know how to do everything. You have to know, like especially even if things that you're not doing or you're not experienced with, you have to know what camera equipment you're working with. You have to know, obviously, you have to know if the crew knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
You have to know what you're writing, you're basically like the forefront of the
you're the
production.
director.
Yeah, you're the forefront of the production experience, at least from what I know.
That's fun. That sounds really fun.
I certainly hope it will, because I love movies, and I used to, the good thing about having knowing what you want to do in your life at a very early age. I've wanted to make movies since I was like 6. Like you know what it stemmed from? It stemmed Facundo, Little Big Planet? Dude,
yeah, of course.
I used to make movies on Little Big Planet, and that's what sparked me wanting to make movies.
That's nice.
That shit was peak. That was peak life. Anyway, so what the good thing is you know what you want, and you have all that time to think about how you're gonna get there. And I will admit that some people have a slight disadvantage when they figure out what they want to do like much later in life, because they have less time. Which obviously, that doesn't mean that you won't get there quicker than them. It all depends on your work ethic. Really, I think work ethic plays into it.
Yeah, and you can be happy not knowing what you want to do too. It's not like if you find out later you weren't happy before, you're just gonna be happier, doing the thing you actually found out. Like, hey, I actually like doing this more. Still like the other thing, So there's no no harm to anybody who doesn't know what they want to do, because honestly, if you're comfortable where you are, that's okay too.
True, absolutely. I mean, I can't argue with anyone's happiness, unless it's unless killing people.
Harmful. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hyped for what you're gonna do for your academic and career wise. I'm hyped for myself. Honestly,
I'm hyped for you. Yeah, I'm hyped for you too.
It's gonna be some really crazy shit in the future. Facundo's already getting there
Entertainment
too.
industry, baby. Yeah, I'm in.
Hell yeah.
I'm in. Like, my
fun.
foot's in the door though. But like, yeah, man.
We're doing some fun stuff.
I'm
We're all
working on
doing some
some-
fun stuff. I'm excited.
If I ever make Almighty Productions, like a movie studio, like
I
you
would-
should be like a what?
I would join that shit. Heartbeat.
Hell
bro.
yeah, I would.
I'll join in. I don't care.
Well,
I'll be on
I
episodes.
was thinking about
care.
it. I was thinking about it. I'd have Hayden Castleman be like the music producer, like the
bro.
the
Yeah,
soundtrack.
man,
Yo,
good
that
soundtrack.
shit would be peak, man.
Music. I'd love to be in it.
Did you
That
ever
would-
consider making like game soundtracks or anything? Did that ever cross your mind? Or
Yeah, have you ever considered like producing like instrumental music?
Ooh, that's a good question. No, but if someone asked me to, I'd say heck yeah.
I mean, you made the jingle, so I mean, I don't think you wouldn't make other music.
I mean, yeah, like I knowing me, I'd probably give it a 5. I was just slightly tempted to show y'all an idea. But
Well, hold on. What's the idea? Come on.
no, it was
the
actually
idea?
the gig song. I don't think I should.
Oh,
it's too
yeah,
early
no,
for that.
okay. All right, fair enough,
Too
fair
early for
enough.
that.
I thought
I
you were
get
talking
to-
like a separate idea.
I love playing that thing too much, but I need to stop looking at it. But what was I gonna say? Help me out here.
Fuck.
Yo.
What were we talking about? Facundo, you know.
Yo, what's my
film
name?
Industry, and then we got into your production company, and then we got into.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
about
right.
video games. Video games.
Right,
Video
right, yep.
games.
No. Okay, so knowing me, I would probably put, I would have to look at the video game and then I'd make the music around how the video game looks because I'm not just gonna blindly make a song. But that's
Well, of
Right.
course.
that's kind of like
yeah.
So answering the question, yes, I would 100% do it, which does not answer the question like I just claimed it would. No, I have not thought about doing it. There, the question is answered. Now that
But
I
you're open to
have, if someone offered me, yes, 100% I would do it. 200% I'd do it. I think in the process I'd go along doing that is I would have to take a look at, even if the video game's not finished, like I want to know what the game's about. I want to know what the game is going to look like because I think what's really important is looks and then the sound effects with it. Even if it's not music, sound effects with the looks, because you can have like it doesn't make sense for like a game like Doom 64 or something, like a game like Doom to have a modern sounding sound effects when it's like a pixelated style game. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, I think stuff like that's really interesting and fun to me to learn and to make music around that. I think that's the fun part about it is you get, like if I were to get offered to do that, those are the kind of things I'd find fun in when making it, is understanding like, okay, so this part of like this level is gonna look like this and this level is gonna look like that, so I can do different things, each time. That's the kind of stuff that's fun to me, and I think that would be very like super fun to do. I would love to do that.
You know what? I should hit you up for some of the projects that I'm doing, because especially the taxi video. I mean, do you like use any software, or do you just use your piano and that's it?
I will learn software for you. How about that?
You know what? If you can learn software, I'll hit you up and we can do some. Because I was thinking about it the other
I'm
week. I'm
self-taught at everything. I'll just teach
Right.
myself how to do it.
Right. You just have to blend different instruments together and create a beat that sounds good.
I mean, that's not hard. I can do that.
What was I saying? Yeah, so I was thinking about it the other week. I was like, damn, if I were to ever open up a production company, I would have my boy HC Creates as like the music producer of that shit. We would cook. We would cook.
We would so cook. Oh. Yo.
We would.
Give me the
we would-
camera off that shit if you do live action.
Absolutely.
What was that?
Absolutely.
Camera operator.
Camera
Hell yeah.
operator.
That's
I'll-
my
I'll
angle
work the
right
camera.
there.
I'll do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll get
part,
my boy.
I love camera work. As much still image as you see me online, I love doing camera work. So
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll have Fachardo be the camera guy.
Okay, buddy.
Hell yeah.
also, I'm sing-songing man now. I don't know what you talk about. HC Creates, dude. HC Creates is so OG though.
True. That is ball.
That's like mad respect calling me HC Create though, because like that's OG right there.
Yeah, because like I know you the most as HC Creates. I know you are
Yeah.
like hey, you have rebranded into Sing Songy Man, but
Yeah.
HC Creates.
No,
is
I
very,
like that
very
you
much-
still call me that. Like that's like so like I walk into a room and if someone calls me HC Creates, they're an OG.
Absolutely. I remember seeing you comment on one of my videos 3 years ago saying that
Oh,
you were
here we
planning
go.
on starting a channel in the summer. And I was like,
Yup.
"Oh shit, that's cool." And then you commented from your actual like channel that you made in the summer. I was like, "Holy shit, this guy went through it."
Yeah.
That actually put a
Like,
smile
oh,
on
it's
my
me,
face
by the
to see.
way.
Yeah. No, that was some crazy stuff. And seeing you now, like you have a crazy work ethic, especially in this generation where people are way too fucking lazy.
I know, right? Like I suck at uploading, and somehow I'm still not the laziest person in the universe. It's a great
Right.
feel. Like thinking about it that way is a good way to actually look at it. Not in the fact that I don't want to change that. Like obviously I want to get better. I will get better, but you know, at least I'm not as lazy as some of the other people.
Absolutely right. For someone who's about to graduate high school, you are in great footing right now. You got
That's
offered
good.
a gig. You're doing shows out, even if it's just Dunkin' Donuts.
No,
Like,
like even, but
for
that's
guys
still like a
not-
main. That's also like a main chain. Like that's like
Yeah.
a main coffee restaurant too. Like everyone knows
Well,
Dunkin'. Everyone knows
well, yeah,
Starbucks is
absolutely.
the next step up. Like it's only a step down from Starbucks, really.
That is true. That's fair. But you're getting offered paid gig now. Like you're making.
Yeah, now I'm
moves.
getting actual paid gigs by non-fast food chains, which I think is hilarious. It's like I can perform at something locally and make more money than a big food, like a big chain restaurant or whatnot. It's stupid, but it's true.
Point is, I think people like just getting out of college would like to be in your position, but like you're already there before college. Like you got a head start. I think that's dope.
Yeah,
And you put yourself there.
yeah,
But,
and
like,
especially
kudos to
like, yeah, thank you. And I'll always go back to, what I've realized. It's the feeling when people want you and you're not begging to be places, dude. Like that's the way to do it. Like just be yourself, perform places, impress people. They will want you. But you have to be, I mean, you got to be good at what you do. You have to show, I mean, you have to show that you have potential. People appreciate potential, by the way. Like I'm not at the spot I want to be. I still have tons of room to grow.
Right.
That's what people like about me. That's what people like about me. It's like whether you like my music or not, I think it sounds okay right now, which also helps me out that it doesn't, like, I also know what music sounds like. I make music. Like I feel like people from what people have been telling me, like I make actual music now. I just have a lot of room to grow, which also helps me get, different gigs like that. It's like, yeah, I do what I do, but people are also hiring me on the count of the fact that they also know I'm someone who has room to grow, unlike a lot of other people, which is why other people try to chase it and not let the opportunities come to them. I'm someone that people want because they see growth. They see a growth mindset. So
No, I admire that. And you know what? I'll tell you what. Yeah, you have done a lot. And we haven't even scratched the surface of the shit you've done in the past year, which we will get into. Honestly, I'll tell you what.
thanks.
I'll tell you what, and I don't know how much you'll believe this, but I admire you probably like way more than you've ever admired me. And that says a lot because like you have a work ethic of which I could never see in myself at our age.
That's great. I think you have a crazy work ethic. I'm trying to get where you are. Like when I think of work ethic, my definition of work ethic right now in my life is uploading when it comes to like that, niche part of my life right now.
Right.
And I think you're doing a great job at that. And I think, I want to be at your spot when it comes to that. So I appreciate the ethic you have with that.
Nope. I appreciate that. Of course, YouTube is not my overall career. Obviously, I want to make some fucking movies, man. That's my overall
Hell
career.
yeah.
And if YouTube takes off, then that will just fund my overall career. I can make a six-figure income doing YouTube, and this shit will not be my full-time career.
Yeah.
Hey, also look at Markiplier.
True.
You know?
Iron Lung.
He's doing that. Like and it's kind of the opposite though. Like he started off on YouTube and now he's making YouTube. I think he's actually focusing. Like when he was doing his movie, he was focused on his movie. He made YouTube his second career. which is what you're talking about. And that whether it happens that way or vice versa, that's stuff. I don't know. That stuff's super interesting to me. I just hope it works out for you. I'm super excited for that, dude.
Well, I can't tell the future, but I sure damn hope it is good.
I hope it is too, dude.
And I hope we can all, hook up pause for Almighty Productions if that ever becomes a thing.
Hell yeah.
It would be really cool.
Look, man, I'm gonna need some camera work for my portfolio, man. I would do that shit for free.
And I'll make sure that shit pays well too.
Hey, yeah.
So let's move on to like original songs. So when you're making an original song, right? What usually comes first? Is it the lyrics, the melody, or the emotion?
Oh, bud. Simple answer. Anything. It doesn't. At this point, this is one of the hardest questions ever for me to answer. Honestly, it could be either one. It doesn't matter. It's so hard to explain because I try to give an answer for it, but there's no direct answer because the answer is everything. For example, it could be the song structure first and then the lyrics, or it's the lyrics and then the song structure, or it's a melody in my head and then I'm like, ooh, let's put piano chords to it. I do it and I'm like, okay, cool. That's the song idea right there. It comes in all different ways. Some people do have a certain defined process. I don't. I let the music come to me, whether it is through, like you said, the song structure or the lyrics. Whichever comes first, I kind of just start off with that. So.
So would you say that sometimes it is like everything comes in at once, or is it more just like, whatever comes first is just random?
No, I do think, honestly, very rarely it all comes in at once. It does happen sometimes, but if we're trying to give a more direct answer, I would say it does just come in randomly. It doesn't all just like the song structure and melody come in at the same time. It's more like, I guess I would say a melody is a stronger thing, like a stronger part of that. Like I do find myself coming up with a melody more often and then chords behind that in my head, like song structure in my head while I sing the melody, if that makes sense. So like, yeah, it is random, but it does kind of come together in a way in my head, but then the output is different. The output will be lyrics first or song structure first. It is kind of more like that when I actually express what I want, because I'm sure like with you and your video ideas, like you'll come up with a video idea on like how a certain video is going to go, but then the output is different. Like the way you actually proceed with it is different. So that's kind of how it is with my music. It's like I have a whole, like sometimes I can have a whole song in my head, but then when I get to creating it, it's one at a time. And that one at a time is random. Like the process just comes differently when it comes out.
Fair enough. And you hit a nail in the coffin right there. I think of a video and I think what I need to do is I need to script some of the videos and like how I'm going to edit certain bits and whatnot. Because everything I do just comes into my head and, I just make the video as I'm thinking of how it'll go in my head. But, what I do, I do need to work on like thinking of what my video is gonna be and at least making the output like 80 to 90% of what I'm thinking, because I don't want it to just be a completely separate entity from what I'm imagining in my head.
Yeah, and that's something like it's easier to do that with editing than it is recording, because that's real time. I mean, so for me, like what I'm realizing is like I'll come up with song ideas and then the song will sound completely different from the idea. That's just how it is. Like honestly, like part of like working in the middle of that process is randomness. Like, even if you think you have a plan in your head, it really is, there's randomness to every thought out plan, because it always comes in the meat of the plan. So, like, in the middle of making my music, I'll change all this different stuff without realizing it, because I'm doing it one by one in a certain process that I have in my head, and then the outcome ends up being different. So I get that. Like, it's hard to do that in real time. It's hard to plan stuff in real time because you can't. We don't know the future, really,
Right.
and we don't know sometimes we don't know what ourselves are gonna do when recording. So yeah, I 100% get that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, can you tell us about any upcoming original songs you're planning to release? Can you give us like the sauce? Like, what's the meat and potatoes?
Give me
here?
one.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna turn my maiden light off. Give me a moment. This is totally unrelated.
Okay.
Yo.
His mic is slowly lowering
All right, cool.
itself.
Hopefully that looks a little. Okay, yeah. Okay,
Perfect.
I think that looks a little better. My bad. Any upcoming songs? Okay. That I have, like, that I have in general, or that I plan to upload on social media?
I mean, either or.
Okay, so I cannot talk because I'm gonna keep coughing. But basically, you heard about my music distributor, blah 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 blah.
Right.
I don't know if everyone who's listening right now has. So basically, I was with a music distributor. I won't give them a shout out because I'll be nice. But you guys suck. If you know who I am, you guys sucked. And you guys took forever to respond to me on everything, so I left you. Bye bye. I'm using DistroKid. Fix it. Be more like DistroKid. Anyways, so I am planning on switching to DistroKid. I am planning on paying not the cheapest membership, like something that I can actually control my stuff on and earn stuff on, which it won't be much at the beginning, but hopefully when I learn more stuff, it will be. So in terms of like releasing new music in the hopefully near future, I will be actually releasing music through a more industry standard process, which is DistroKid, which is a music distributor. So hopefully with DistroKid, like, I'll have my stuff out on Spotify again, which one of my songs got taken off. But once I do DistroKid, I'll be able to upload stuff to Spotify, and I'll be able to upload stuff to my channel. So before I get into the specific songs that I'm going to be releasing in the future, I want to talk about albums. So how I'm thinking about it in my head, what I want to do it before I get professional, is I don't want to overstep and like release official albums, because it's dumb. My stuff doesn't sound fully produced yet. It doesn't sound that great yet. But I'm more than happy to. I want to record my stuff, my music and stuff, and put it in like a demo album. And I don't know whether, I'm still trying to decide if I want it to be separate demo albums or just put everything on one demo album and be like, this is all my music I'm releasing, and it's all in this one album.
Or you could just drop an EP. You can do that too.
Yeah, which I'll need to look more into that. Like, I'm still learning about like different albums still. Like, I don't know much about the music industry yet, to be honest. I don't know. Like, I still think an album would be like a whole demo album would kind of be better, because like I can put everything on one album, and then once I actually start producing my stuff, I can separate those songs into different albums in the future. It doesn't have to be all in one album in the future, but for the sake of like, more of like an archive, kind of like you're just putting it all into one thing. And so when I actually produce all of my music, I can just send all the music to what album it belongs to. So I will have tons of albums in one. Y'all just don't know what songs are in each album yet, and they're not produced yet. So when I release it, you're gonna want to listen to it because it's gonna sound different and it's gonna sound better, and it might sound like a completely different song. It's gonna be fun. So I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. And when it comes to new music, the gig song, y'all don't know, like everything. Okay, all of this funny music stuff, you can say it stems from Bo Burnham, but after I did Live on the Radio, dude, that song was fun. That was the first like Bo Burnham-y. People started.
That was the song that got taken out of Spotify, right? Because you uploaded that on Spotify. Yeah, I played that in my car when it first dropped.
The distributor took it off.
I played that in my car when it first dropped. That shit was fire. Hell yeah.
Dude, I had someone who knew all the lyrics to it at my school. It was funny. But so like when I released that, like that was more of like that's what I'm talking about, like the comical era. I'm in a comical state right now when it comes to writing music. It's so hard to get out of it. It's so hard to write serious music. I can't. As serious as I want to be, but so basically, I'm just calling it the gig song right now because I don't have a title. Well, no, okay, I'll title it right now. I do this, dude. This is nothing special. It's nothing special. I've literally done this on stage at Sweetwater and been like, you know what? This song is called this. I've actually done that at Sweetwater before. I think more than once I've come up with a song title on stage and be like, yo, I think I'm just going to title it this. Enjoy. So here's what I'm going to title that. It's going to be called Flea Market. Yeah, I'm performing at a flea market, which is pretty cool because like shit. Flea market food is a big dub. Like the food at flea markets.
True.
Yeah, I get it free. Come on now.
Double W. Holy shit.
I know. I'm getting paid and he's giving me food for like, come on. I'm gonna be more fed than Shaggy. Like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. So that
free food, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Freaking awesome. Flea market food. 10 out of 10. No, but yeah, so the gig song. Have you seen, I got a question. Have you seen the original song clip of me saying, hello, I'm just another boring human on the internet?
In your bedroom playing on the, I remember, it was a short, right? I remember that, yeah.
It's, I don't know if you notice the differences, but it's in so many ways more comical and more clever than Live on the Radio. Like I keep getting deeper and deeper into this comical stage of my music career, not career, but like my music mind. Like it's going crazy right now, dude. So I'm telling you, that song, if that sounds more put together and professional and funny to you, the gig song idea that I have, oh my gosh, dude, it's just clever. Like it gets better, and like I don't know how to describe it. It's basically like Live on the Radio was the gate to funny music for me. And ever since then, I think I have been evolving my idea of what makes my version of a comical song, or my version of a more lighthearted. It doesn't always have to be comical, but what I'm saying is I've been making more lighthearted music and more music that, you know, it doesn't have to be necessarily funny, but like you can get like different references from it. I will give away a reference of this new song, right? So, like I said, it's more comical, kind of like Live on the Radio. It's the next best thing after boring person on the internet song, which I will not come up with a title for that right now.
Right.
I don't need to tonight. But so one of the references I make, dude, this is insane. It gets the references are insane. One of the references I make in this new one is about Tom and Jerry. That's
no shit.
Like, yes, like my music of all, like I went from Live on the Radio to mentioning a small niche local radio station like K94.3 to hello, I'm just another boring human. And I'm like, am I just another victim of AI? Or will I finally fade this lie? You know, that, like, the whole, like, AI, like, that's a stronger reference than a local radio show, right? Well, this song, I'm referencing a cartoon that literally everybody knows. So,
Right.
So like I was saying, my music evolves as I keep focusing on a certain style, which I think is interesting. But yeah, that's the only new song I'd say that I'm releasing. I will say though, not being a main focus, I will be releasing some music y'all haven't heard before. I'm pretty sure from Sweetwater performances that I have whipped up. I like from one of my group of Sweetwater performances that I mentioned earlier. There is some new music in there. So yeah, look forward to that toward the end of this year. I know. It's not coming anytime soon. I want to save it for when I'm don't have any time to do it. So it's going to be coming around the August timeline to early next year, sadly, but it's for the better. And maybe I will release it earlier. It depends on how much content I make in the summer. So yeah, look forward to that toward the end of the year, likely. There will be some new music for that, but that's why I'm mentioning the gig song. That's coming in July. Super excited to share that. And no, I don't think I have any more new music that I have to announce. So
hell yeah! All right, fair enough. I'm hyped to see that that July gig song that you play,
dude,
at the flea market.
Be so fun. The vision, dude. Y'all are gonna love it. It's so funny. And it's so funny, and I barely come up with lyrics for it. And I don't have a plan for what lyrics I'm gonna come up with for it, but I'm saying it's so good.
You know what? Fair enough. Just think about it on the spot, and yours there. And yours there.
Dude.
You know what? It's funny that we talk about live on the radio and K94 because that leads into the next question. So, you went on an Ohio. It's an Ohio radio station, right?
Yeah, it's one of like the local radio stations, sort of around where I live. Not like exactly, but it's somewhere like more locally to me. But yeah, it is like a local radio station for like a whole town, so that's pretty cool.
So yeah, you were on an Ohio radio station, K94, which is one of your accomplishments, might I add.
Bro,
Hell yeah.
MLG.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So, I want to talk about that. So, what was your initial reaction? Were you invited on the show? What was your initial reaction to being invited on the show?
Yeah, I was invited on the show. Actually, it's so funny enough. When I got invited, it was by the girl who ran that segment of the show and does the radio like transitions and all that. She works like she used to work there. I don't know if she still does or not, but she was a senior at the time. And it was one of, if not the last day of school. And she went up to me and asked me, she's like, hey, I like run this radio station. Do you want to like, how many original songs do you got? I'm like, however many you need. like I got like 6 or 7 like completed songs at the time. Yeah. So like, actually though, like I'm like, I have enough like to do a show. Well, she didn't offer me a show yet, but I'm like, yeah, I have that many amount, whatever I said. And she's like, okay, well, do you want to would you be interested in doing a show in the summer? I'm like, yeah, I would love to. So my reaction was pure excitement. But it was at school, and I'm a different person at school. I'm more boring at school, and I'm more like, are you pissed off, man? I'm like, no, I'm in a normal mood.
Yep.
That's just how I am at school. I don't like school. Not a lot of people do. I'm not an academic person. I'm a music person, okay?
I like school and I'm learning about things that I like.
To go through academics to get there. Yeah, for me, it's like I could care less about school, but unfortunately, to get places, I have to learn stuff. So, you know.
Like,
but,
I don't care to learn where the mitochondria is, all right? That's not going to help me in the long run. Tell me how to operate a camera and how to
cell.
raise.
Powerhouse the cell.
Yeah.
Powerhouse
like even
the cell.
even like stuff I want to do though with music, I don't consider that necessarily academic. It's more like like this is my career, like this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like when I think of like academic stuff, I think of like core classes like math, science, you know what I mean? Like core classes like that. But no, yeah, when I got offered that, seriously, pure excitement, and not too long after, I just ended up making a song for the radio show. I didn't think I was gonna do it. I didn't have a premeditated like, ooh, I'm gonna do this. No, like it just came to me one day. I'm like, dude, what if I made a song for it? Like, I think I don't know how I came up with the melody to begin with. I think I was just so excited about it. Like I just started making a song. I naturally started making a song about it. I'm like, okay, let's just make a song about it. And I did. That's what I ended up doing. I don't know why. I think it was just out of excitement I did it. Not that I had a goal to do it, but just a reaction to, just kind of like a thank you note to being invited to it, and just kind of a reaction that I had to being invited to it. So that was my reaction, was making a song.
Hell yeah! I mean, obviously, I mean, you should be excited. I mean, going to a radio station to, you know, perform.
Yeah, for the first time. For the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, live on the radio. You know, being live on the radio for the first time is some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not as big as being interviewed on Los Boyos Hermanos, obviously, but I mean, you know, it's still big.
Yeah.
It's still big.
For first time thing, that is big. And also, I don't know if you know this yet, or I don't know. I definitely haven't mentioned it to anybody else, I don't think. But I went on there a second time. I just haven't uploaded any footage yet.
What?
I just haven't uploaded. I got video footage of it too. Haven't uploaded it. Dude, my confidence level the second time, I put on the shades like halfway through it.
Nice.
I haven't uploaded. I haven't just to be like stupid and funny and whatnot and being cringy. But dude, I haven't uploaded. I don't think I've told anybody about it. But I have went on there twice because they couldn't get an artist for a week, and they're like, "Hey, you want to come back?" I'm like, "I thought I was gonna be back another year, but hey, I'll do it again." And I played new music. So yeah, apart from my Sweetwater footage that I haven't uploaded, I have those and the same music from those performances, but on a radio show for the second time. And no, I did not come up with another radio song live on the radio for the
live on the
time.
radio
like,
again.
That just
Come on,
doesn't ring really well, so I didn't do that. I didn't make a sequel, but
back on the radio.
back on the radio. Yeah. But yeah, no, I was way more confident. I just haven't uploaded it yet. I don't know why. I just haven't. But yeah, I went on there a second time, and now that I've said that, I think I have to upload it soon. So
yeah, now we got. You didn't even tell me that. I didn't even know.
No. Okay, so I didn't tell you that. So I told nobody about this. But yeah, by the way, guys, I have 2 radio shows, dude.
He went again.
I just haven't uploaded it, so I got a boatload of content to upload. Dude, this summer is gonna be a shit ton of content, dude. I'm so excited.
It better be.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Man,
I got so much stuff in the back.
2 times. He was on Ohio's Got Talent, which we'll talk about later.
Yup.
Dude's performing at a flea market.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
And getting paid for it. That's a paid gig. So that's not a small thing. That is another step.
A paid gig. Crazy stuff.
I'll tell you after, bro. It's not. Yeah. For a flea market, you're gonna be like.
Yeah, no, I want to hear this after we finish rolling. So, was being interviewed by this station like in any way an eye opener for you, in terms of like how far you want to go in the music industry? Because being on a radio show, even if it is like a local thing, that's still pretty big for an up and coming musician. So did they how did they find you? Like, how do they like know? Hey, this is the guy that we should ask for an interview and to perform live on the radio. No pun intended. Was it like from Ohio's Got Talent or?
Oh no, so it wasn't really. Well, that could have probably played a role because I think what Ohio Has Talent, like everyone knew about Ohio Has Talent that school year, right? So I think that was part of it, but that wasn't the main reason. So the person that asked me to do it, like, she went to my school. She was a senior in my school. So she went over to me and asked me about it.
Okay.
It's not more, so it's not more like the radio station necessarily. It's not like they reached out to me in terms of like communication, like electronically. But like, I was just fortunate enough, the person who worked there that I didn't know prior was a student at my school at the time. So I just got fortunate, like they knew I could sing. And they've watched me perform at the middle school talent show too. So they knew I had it. They knew I had talent in the first place, but I think Ohio Has Talent contributed to it. But yeah, that's kind of how that came about. It's just they worked at the radio station, so it was an obvious opportunity for them to invite, because this is something they've done for a lot of people, is they invite people on and then they play music on their radio. And so I don't know if I mentioned this, but so basically, yeah, that is how that came about. It was in person. It's super simple. She already kind of knew me a little bit. So now, something I'd like to mention, I don't know if y'all knew this, but they play I sent them a recording, the actual, like, like the thing I uploaded to Spotify. I sent them that, and they play that on the radio station.
That is actually so cool.
So
I'm actually on the radio, not just live, but like that is an actual song on the radio
station. You're pre-recorded on the radio. Holy shit!
Do you get royalties?
So it's kind of a lie of a song now, but
Do they be giving you royalties for that?
No, I think it's just because it's more local. It's more of just I say it's more to just get people out there and heard. Yeah, it's more of just an exposure thing. They're local, so they don't pay people, but they have a lot of smaller art. Like, that's the benefit of not using money in that sense, is you do get more exposure because, well, and in terms, not in terms of quality, but in terms of quantity. So like, because they don't always have to pay people, because people know that, more guests are able to go on the show and send in music. Therefore, there are more new artists being exposed locally, which I think is a great thing. So it's almost better that it's not paid, because that lets the radio station put more people out there.
Those are some good points, actually, yeah. Oh,
True.
Dope as heck.
Yeah.
That's actually so cool. They just play your song on the radio.
Yeah.
It's actually,
and I don't
really
mind
cool.
not being paid for it at all. That's not an issue for me.
I
at
mean,
all.
yeah, you're getting exposure and you're being put out there. I mean, especially as a small artist, that's more than what money could do sometimes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Money doesn't mean anything. I mean, yeah, like I'm getting paid for a gig, but if that gig offered me nothing, I'd still do it. This is just what I love, but unfortunately, you do have to make money to kind of live anymore. So, you know what I mean? So like it's a necessity, but it's not a want for me. It's something I think we need to an extent, but not something you don't need it to be happy. I could live in a cardboard box. Guess what? I have a voice. I can sing. I love singing. I love music. Music is played everywhere publicly. I don't even have to live in a box to listen to music. So, money isn't anything. Money isn't everything. But I think for many, it is a necessity. If you have it in the first place, it is kind of a necessity to live. So I am very fortunate to be making progress in that sector. So
Hell yeah, I love that. And honestly, I mean, you're like I mentioned before, keep setting the bar a little bit higher and higher every time, and you'll eventually get to where you need to be. You are constantly setting the bar, and you are climbing that ladder. You know, and no matter the speed that you're climbing that ladder, at the end of the day, you're getting closer to the top.
Oh yeah, and once I realized, once you find an initial worth for yourself, that's when it starts getting easier to build off of that. Because, like I said, I'll tell you after the podcast. But yeah, like it's important to know how much you're worth as a music artist. So what today, Junior? That being said, what happened, I was really happy with the result. For the pay and everything, that for the value that I valued myself at, for what I was able to actually get out of it. So, yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. So, I want to get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast. This is the red
Where'd you
meat
get that
we're getting
from?
into. I don't remember. I got that from. I've heard it all around.
Yeah. What
don't
about
remember
any
where that
documentaries
originated,
lately, or
Ooh.
any
Oh, yup. I remember. Holy shit! I remember. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you competed in Ohio Has Talent once again this year.
Yup.
And you won second place after last year's third place.
I know what the question's gonna be. I know what it is. Everyone's asked it. So is next year gonna be first place?
Now, well, hold on. That's the next question, but this is a different question.
Well, at least I guessed one of them.
What was different this time, and what did you learn from this experience that you didn't learn last time?
Last time, okay. Fun fact, might be working with an artist. There's an artist that I now have access to that I can work with.
Ooh.
Me, dude. Like, that's like, okay, so there's this guitarist.
Whoa.
Let me shout her out real quick. She's in her own band and everything. I think she's really good. And when I say someone is really good, I think I have a good music taste. So let me see. Grace Giddens. Let me shout out Grace Giddens. You guys can search her up after. She's actually really good. So she performed. She should have won or gotten second or third or gotten something from it. Unfortunately, she didn't, because the whole Ohio Has Talent thing, it's audience vote. It's a popularity contest. It's how many people you can bring in. Unless you are good at what you do and these random people like what you do, which hopefully I would like to think that was for me, but I did have a lot more people go for me this year. So I think that played a big role in it. So what I've learned from that standpoint was nothing. I have learned that when it's a popularity contest, it's a popularity contest. It's pretty stand straight. That's basically all that was. Unfortunately, I wish they voted it differently. But yeah, that's definitely a big factor as to why I got second place. Another thing was, like last year, a lot of people still didn't know me and still voted for me. I think, that's also what helped me get second place. So one of the main differences, like last year, I did not have as many people. Not a lot of people went for me, especially at my school. Some of the staff went, but students didn't really care about it. It's whatever. That school, how people see you in school is different than real life. If people, don't see me as a great person for rumors or whatever, it's whatever. That'll happen. Still got third place, and no one's barely anybody supported me that time aside from my family. Shout out to my family, obviously. But some of my family was able to make it, which was super nice. I thought that was good to see everybody there. But that was one of the main differences, is the votes from last year and getting third place was more impressive than getting second place this year. Because last year, less people knew me, which meant these people who voted for me actually saw talent and saw professionalism with my performance, and that's what I want people to see too, is professionalism. That's what I try to be on stage, is professional. And what I've gotten from people after that was my goal. There were people who told me I looked like I'd done that a billion times. That was my first time performing in front of 800 people. Okay, so you got, I mean, that's one of the things that happened there. Also, and so that's one of the main differences. This year, it was more of like, yeah, I brought in more people, which contributed, and I will vouch for that too, because less people showed up to the event this year. Unfortunately, less people did, and I'll get to that later. Why it's very unfortunate. Less people showed up to it. More of my people showed up to it. That helped me get second. I probably could have performed like crap and got second, unfortunately. But still happy, still super fortunate that I mean, still fortunate that I have the abilities I have to even do it in the first place. So I was really happy to get second. Another difference is not too much. When it comes to the performance itself, not too much. Because last year I got on stage, felt like I could sing anything because my adrenaline was crazy. Yeah. This year, I will say I was way more comfortable. I walked out on stage like I knew what I was doing that time. I wasn't like, I wouldn't say I was as shaky. Like I was more confident with it because I knew a lot of those people knew me. So I was more expressive and everything. Which was fun. I really liked that because I was able to be myself. I felt like I was able to be myself on stage compared to last year a lot more. That, and then, dude, compared to last year, for some reason, I felt like I could lift a car this year. like that's how much adrenaline I had going through it. I could have lifted a freaking car, dude. Like, I had so much more adrenaline, so much more excitement. I felt like a little bit less nervous, there was more excitement. I still felt like I could sing everything, like anything, like I did last year because of the adrenaline. So not much has changed in that. Another difference from last year is backstage, I actually talked to people a lot. And I talked to the guitarist lady. Fun fact, I ended up performing a song backstage with her just for fun. It was Don't You Cry by Guns N' Roses. Don't You Cry by Guns N' Roses. I asked her if she knew it. She did. She started playing it, and then we just sang it together. I pulled up the lyrics. We just sang it together. It wasn't the best. Like, obviously, we haven't practiced together before, but for what it was like, dude, we should perform together sometime. That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's good at what she does. She can perform on stage with me. Like, she arguably, in terms of like stage presence, she probably is like way more comfortable on stage with me and has a way more character on stage than I do. So yeah, she has that going for her, which I'm super excited for because she's, like I said, she's younger, like years younger, like few years younger than me or something like that. Dude, she's got so much potential, dude. It's crazy. She's awesome. Yeah, that was the difference from last year. Last year, talked to a couple people. There's this one dude that was a little cocky, whatever. He didn't really get far with that. Obviously, he got proven wrong, like right as they did the voting, which was hilarious to me. But yeah, barely talked to anyone last year, unfortunately. This year we had some of the same people, some of the same groups. That was super fun because I actually started talking to them more. And so we had like a group of like jugglers, right? Like from a school. And they were there last year. And I ended up talking to a lot of them. We like formed a circle at one point backstage. And they were just asking me, they were just shooting questions at me. And it was super fun to answer them. Because they didn't know a lot about music. But then they were asking me all these music questions. So I thought that was super fun to like get that from a different audience, from people who do different things than I. Like they were jugglers that were like, one of them was like on a unicycle, whatnot. I'm pretty sure, something like that. Like, and they were able to do that. That's completely different than music. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like, kind of just everyone got along. I felt like everyone got along better too. Not that anyone fought last year. That wasn't like that at all. But I felt like everyone was more comfortable, even though I was one of the only 2 returning performers there.
Really?
Yeah, I was. So like, it was the juggling team and then me. That's it. Those were the only returning ones. But so like everyone else was new, including the guitar girl. She's awesome. I'll say this again. She's awesome. Do a duet. If you watch this, do a duet with me, dude. We need to do that. We'll do it at Sweetwater or something. But I already have a song idea in mind. I need to tell her. But
he's currently naming the song as we speak. He's already thinking of a name for the
no,
song.
No, it's not original. It's not original.
Oh, okay.
It's a Weezer song. I'm sorry if you hate Weezer, but it's a Weezer song. But it's "Go Away" by Weezer. If you guys know that, dude, for a duet song, I don't care if you hate or love Weezer, screw you, because like that song in particular is a good song in my opinion, and a super good duet song. Just take a listen to it. It sounds like emo-ish kind of, but that's what a cover. That's the point of a cover. Is it's our version of it. So, put that as an acoustic version. Super good duet. It's a good duet as it is, but singing it in her and I style, I think would be super good. She's really good at the guitar and learning new stuff. And if we did that as an acoustic duet, I promise you it would sound so good. So consider it if you're watching this. But yeah, that was another big difference. Was I got to talk to people more, and I talked to that group. I talked to her and another one of my friends back there too. So it was pretty fun. Like actually, like not being silent the whole time. So.
Right.
Yeah, it was nice to talk to people.
Hell yeah! So you got to meet new people, and you won second place. Good stuff. So
love meeting new people.
So if there is another, I mean, there probably will be because they do this annually.
That's what I was gonna get to, Evan.
Are you gonna participate a third time?
Evan, this is what I was gonna get to, bro. The lack of sales, they're not doing it anymore.
No. What?
Whoa.
That's the last?
Whoa.
It might be the last. It might be the last. If I can somehow, when I went further down the road, if I can somehow bring it back or bring how about I just form an Ohio Has Talent somewhere else in Ohio? I'll make it a big thing. Like, I feel like every state should have a talent show. Dude, what if I do that? Like, what if I get like so big? That could be a good bucket list item.
Ohio Has Talent, hosted by Hayden Castleman. Holy shit.
Hadel. Dude, so many people will call me Hadel. That's actually hilarious. But no, cause like, no, I'm not talking about just Ohio. I'm talking about like, I'm talking about multiple states. Like I can hold talent shows and like state talent shows that already don't have them. I would do that, 100%. That's a no-brainer.
Oh yeah, I can't believe they're not doing an Ohio Has Talent next year.
Yeah, it's sad,
That's
dude.
crazy.
It's so sad. And people were asking me, they're like, "Oh, so does that mean you're gonna get first next year?" Now my answer is, no, you're not doing it anymore.
I mean, there's nothing to get first place in anymore.
Well, there always is, but
well, for Ohio Has Talent in that case.
For Ohio Has Talent, unfortunately, no. That's not my goal anyway. My goal was to get into the event, and I did that both years. So I was happy with that. Happy to get into those. And the results were amazing. They were great. But I don't see it as a bad thing because a lot of people would be like, "Oh, you're not doing it next." Dude, I didn't even know if I was planning on doing it next year. I'm sorry, but you know the First Step documentary, you know, never walk away. You know, the messages are those. I mean, those are not the kind of messages that tell you to be complacent, do they? Like, I'm sorry, but like, even if they were gonna do it annually for the rest of my life, I want to do it every year. It's too small of an event.
Right.
There's way bigger things in life.
Eventually,
that's what I'm saying.
Move
Like,
up the food chain.
yeah, the most I would probably do that event is probably twice or 3 times. That's it. I want to do it anymore because it's too small of a thing. For me, like, I have to move forward. Being complacent's so stupid. I'm sorry, but like, I can't just stay.
Stagnatism is
nothing.
a slow death.
Huh? What was that?
Stagnatism is a slow death.
And a
You
painful
remain
one.
in
It's
pla- yeah.
torturous. You're torturing yourself and you don't know it. For me, like, I just have to move up. You have to keep taking steps and steps and steps. Yeah, being in the same place, it's not going to get me anywhere. That's why I wouldn't do Ohio Has Talent after a third time, if I did it a third time, because firstly, it's just too local. And secondly, it's not big enough. I've already done it. So why would I do it? Why would I need to do it again? It's the next thing. It's always the next thing. It's never let me do the same thing every year and not get anywhere with my life. I'm not gonna, So it's just the next big thing. Why would I? Because, like, I consider the gig to be a bigger thing than Ohio Has Talent. Because they want me and I'm getting paid for it. Even if it's not as high as what I got paid for getting second place, because this is not a popularity contest. This is professionalism at this point. People are wanting me because of what I do. So that I place that way higher than Ohio Has Talent. I don't even care if they don't pay me. That's higher than Ohio Has Talent because people are hiring me for my profession.
Right.
I'm getting hired. I'm doing that as a job. So I place that higher. That's why I never want to go. That's why I wouldn't want to go back to Ohio Has Talent, because I've already gotten past it.
Right, because whereas with Ohio Has Talent, you have to compete for it and you have to become a finalist and then...
And just the step it is in my career, it's not... I've already taken that step.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't make sense for me to go back down. It does, there's a path. It doesn't make sense for me to go backwards.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. And before we move on to this next question, can you flex your trophy real quick for the screen?
Dude, yes. I'd love to. Take a look at my trophy. If y'all stayed to the very end of my documentary, y'all got me like wearing the not the Burger King crown. It's totally my own crown, but like the crown and like flexing it, and like doing
right,
like at the end or something like that. It was super funny. It was hilarious. It wasn't me
Hell
being
yeah.
cocky, by the way. It was me being funny. I never like to shove this in people's face, but hey, look at this. I get places, guys.
That is
I
one
do.
shiny trophy. That actually looks
It
really
is.
good.
I think it is a little bit shinier than the other one I got. And a little bit bigger than the other trophy I got too. So, yeah. No, yeah. But it has the little, engravings on it. It might be hard to see on camera.
No, I can see it.
Okay, cool. Did my frame rate go up, by the way? It looks way better.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It has the date on it and everything. Pretty nice. Pretty, good for, keepsake and everything. But, yeah, I don't really like boast or anything like that. I just have it and I just show it for fun and I jokingly boast. That's all I do.
You just gotta stay humble.
I'm not a boasting loser. I don't care.
Fair enough. Well, okay.
I can tip it over. It doesn't mean anything to me. Like, it's just a little trophy.
So let's talk about your most recent documentary. So you made a documentary on your YouTube channel titled Never Walk Away. So my question for you is, what was your thought process behind the creation of this documentary? Oh, by the way, hold on, before you answer this question, first of all, fuck you. I've watched your April Fool's video, and I was devastated. I didn't even know it was April Fool's. You made that shit seem so believable that you canceled the documentary. I was waiting for that shit.
Yo, that's
Anyways,
funny. It's just because I'm so like. Usually, I'm like Conan O'Brien in a way. Like I like to think that way because I don't know if y'all watch his interview. He's a TV show host, and when he jokes around, sometimes like he can sound very serious, but at the same time, he's just messing around. That's kind of like how I am. Like I'm able to make a joke and sound very serious at the same time. But yeah. Anyways, glad you enjoyed the video, Evan. So the documentary, how I came up with that. There's nothing to it. It's just like last year where I'm just like, oh, hey, what if I made a documentary? But this year it's like, well, let's make another documentary. You know, it's not like I'm coming up with it for the first time. It's not a new idea or anything. It's just like, of course I'm going to make a documentary. I did it last year. So that's really all I got for that question. It's just, you know, it just makes sense. I did one last year. I did it again this year. When it comes to the title, I didn't have a good idea for the title, but the title of my song's so good anyway. It's inspirational. So I built the documentary. If we're talking about how I built the documentary, I built it around my song versus last year, I built it around the actual process and focused on the process of getting ready. I did that this year, but the whole style and the inspiration of this documentary is based off the song itself.
Right.
Which I think a lot of people would catch on to. I don't think last year was just like, oh, all you gotta do is believe. Like, it wasn't like that. Like, no. But the song was a message in itself that I could use as a slogan for my documentary. So it wasn't anything like I was like, I did want to come up with a different title at the start, but at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? Let's just inspire people and do the song title. So I just built it around the song basically this year compared to last year.
Okay. You know, that's fair. And you know what? Let this be a message. If anyone ever tells you you can't do it, never walk away. Just run away instead. No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah, run away.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I did watch that documentary, and that was really cool.
The trailer's so hyped, dude.
I know. I remember seeing you just mass post it on every social media. I think I saw that like 6 or 7 times in a day.
Yeah. No,
But,
dude, I should have hired a dude from Fiverr because my voice is too high pitched to sound epic or anything like that. But dude, if I hired a dude from Fiverr to be like, never walk away, like that would have been crazy.
One man. Ohio.
Dude, if I hired someone to do that, that would sound so I might just do that for a video idea. Be like, you know what? I hired someone to do this trailer thing just to redo it, just for fun.
One man, one piano, one song.
All right. That's an interesting title. Let's change that.
20 contestants. I don't know how many contestants were on there. 20 contestants. Only one will walk away with the trophy.
But you're supposed to never walk away.
All right, man, get out of here. Man, excuse me for trying to, excuse me for trying to do something epic. All right. Never walk away.
All right. Yeah, we'll just go from there. Never walk away. That was pretty epic.
One man will walk away. Never walk away.
Yo.
There it is.
He's still going.
Yeah, so you know what? We're coming to the final stretch here, believe it or not. 2 hours and 40 minutes of a recording. We've been here for a while. I think Facundo fell asleep. Facundo, did you fall asleep?
Oh my god.
He's trolling.
Oh my god.
He's still
Oh
here.
my
You were
God.
muted? You were muted the whole time? Are you kidding?
I was not muted for the whole time. I was letting y'all talk for a bit, but
Oh.
I had my fucking headset thing up. I was like muted out of respect when y'all talked.
Oh, you just heard your name.
Oh my god, I had my headset little dangly thing for the microphone up. I maybe was muted for like 20 minutes.
Damn. Well,
Shit.
I mean, at least you didn't fall asleep.
No, I was not asleep.
Okay,
I just didn't
that's
have
good.
any big input to put in, so I was just chilling here.
All right, we're at the final stretch. So, where do you or would like to see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, in 5 years? If I get lucky in a good... I can't be really specific. There's not really a, I specifically want to do this. I mean, hopefully doing more than what I'm... Like, doing what I'm doing now, but not at the same time. Like, I hope to see myself still moving up.
Right.
In terms of just the process of getting myself out there to performing for an audience. I hope to see myself performing for an audience that is there for me in the next 5 years. I want to be able to maybe I can do my first concert at my own place that I rent out or whatever, and people go there just for me, and it's not for a certain event or a gig. That would be cool. I would love that. Even if it's like renting a small place, I don't care. If I have like an audience, hopefully, like if I can have a decent social media following, maybe within the next 5 years, an audience of at least 75 to 100 people.
Okay.
You know, something simple like that. But if it's just like, it's good because they are just there for me. Like, it's an event just for me. If I can get that amount of people within the next 5 years, I think that's okay. But after 5 years definitely is where I don't see myself like being crazy, like insane progress within my career in 5 years, really, because it's college, it's a learning stage. But if I were to drop out, it better be because one of my songs blew up.
Right.
So,
course.
I don't know. I hope to see myself financially stable after 5 years, and within the next 5 years, hopefully find a grounding to be financially stable. So,
Okay.
Fair.
Fair enough. And I'll tell you what, I mean, you're probably more likely to blow up, and I'll tell you why. Hayden Castleman is a tough fucking name.
That is
You were-
do you
true.
actually think so? Do you
I
think
do.
that's a
Yes.
I
do you
do.
think that's a famous
a tough
name?
name? That's a tough
Yes.
name, man.
Listen, if anyone like you get a manager who tells you, nah, we need to change your stage name. Nah, dude, it'll become iconic.
You think like legitimately Hayden Castleman
Yes,
could be
yes,
iconic?
absolutely.
Hayden,
If somebody,
Hayden's a great first name, by the way.
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen, great guy.
Yup.
Hayden is a great first name, and Castleman, Chad last name, Chad.
hats, that's
That
what
is
I'm
like,
saying.
it just seems like a rare last name. Like nobody has that, and
Yeah.
it's like a long last name, but like it's so simple at the same time.
Like
Yeah.
Hayden, yeah, like people will be saying like 5-10 years from now, yo, put on that new Hayden Castleman, just like how they
Yeah.
say Morgan Wallen or what have you.
Yeah. Can you believe a manager
I mean, if
told
y'all, I mean, I
No,
will
go on.
say a lot of people call me by my first and last name at school because,
Yeah.
like, usually it's the people who know I make music. So I kind of get that now. Like, it is kind of funny because like I guess I don't see it as much as other people see it because people do call me by my first and last name all the time.
Mhm.
And that's not just like because that's because like a lot of people call each other by their first name, obviously at school.
Right.
But like when they talk to me, they call me by my full name. So
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
there is a thing to it, like, and that's with like a couple people too. I'm sure there's people like whether it's a nickname or their full name, like there's some people I will call by their full name too. Like it just depends. It's how it rolls off the tongue. Like I guess for some reason it just sounds right for people to say for people to call me Hayden Castleman versus just Hayden. So
Okay.
So, yeah,
I guess that's a good
absolutely.
thing.
It would work, yeah. And don't let no
I'm glad
manager
I got
tell
that
you
feedback
differently.
from you guys.
Hell yeah.
Did you have a question, Facundo?
No, I was just gonna say a manager once told apparently Harrison Ford to change his name, like a different stage name. Get out of here. Like Harrison Ford's iconic now. Same thing applies to you, I think. My
Yeah.
opinion.
I think that I agree. I think there's a lot of names that just sound famous, and I
Yeah.
hope that's what you guys are getting at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it could totally, yes.
You wouldn't even need to change anything about the name Hayden Castleman. It just works.
That's good. That's good because I don't know a stage name, so
Yeah. You know, like
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
good at stage names.
yeah, it
so I
would
don't
work.
do that.
Yeah.
Gerardo's stage name is Officer Dorito, but for reasons that
Doritos are great, by the way. The drinks, oh my gosh, those things
Yeah.
are so
Oh,
good.
Jarritos. Yes. Yes.
Jarritos. Yeah, my bad. Jarritos.
Don't worry, I'm
Like,
Hispanic. You Doritos is totally good to pronounce it as well. You don't gotta do that. But yeah.
well, I
agree.
mean, I'm taking Spanish class, so I should pronounce it like that anyway. I'm literally
Fair
learning
enough.
that.
Fair enough.
But dude, Jorito, it's like one of my favorite drinks of all. I think it's one of the best drinks of all time, dude. It's so good.
It's a good soft drink. I will say, yeah.
hell
I
yeah.
don't know if y'all ever had Frescas though.
I think so, but I don't think anytime recently.
Yeah, I've never had one.
Dude. Okay. I might be what's the word for it? I'm getting too tired.
It's okay. We
Not
only have one question
to-
left after this.
Okay, cool. Not to like overhype it, but it's my favorite. It's like one of, if not my favorite drinks of all time. It's so, you guys should try it for real. It's so good to me. I'm trying not to overrate it, but I think it's actually so good.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what we're talking
That's
about.
Alright. No, it's valid. I gotta try more Hispanic stuff. I'm just like,
Yeah,
not caught up.
I find that stuff interesting. I love trying new stuff. I
love
tried
trying new
like a
stuff from
bunch of like
different cultures.
Spanish or like Mexican candy. There's like they got like spicy like peach or spicy strawberry. I like the strawberry more. But it's like a spicy peach candy. That was so bad. It just tasted like, for me, it was bad. Like, it just tasted like seasoning and spice. I love spicy stuff, but it was more like a seasoning spice type thing with peach, and I did not like that much.
No, you want to learn about Mexican food, you gotta go to my boy Pablo, because I'll tell you
Yeah.
what,
He's
he's got
fun,
an infinite supply of lala. You know what lala is? That's milk.
What is it? Lala?
It's just milk. Milk is
It's a brand.
lala is just it's a brand of milk. That's it. Yeah, they got
Bruh.
interesting names for that
He had
stuff.
that in
They
a
got-
photo.
I
and we
tried
found that
banana
so
flavored
funny
milk
for-
recently. I just haven't uploaded the Hayden
geez.
Rants video for that yet.
Ew, that sounds nasty. I'm sorry. That sounds disgusting.
Yeah,
Banana
low-key.
flavored
It was
milk.
so good. I'm sorry. I love banana flavored. Dude, I got banana flavored gummies today.
What?
They're so good. And they were only $1 a pack. And the packet's like this big.
At that point, I just eat a banana. Straight up, I just eat a banana. You know?
What?
Yeah, I mean,
$1 is great for that, dude, in this economy? What?
yeah, well, fair enough.
Bro,
Fair
this
enough.
economy, man. I just filled up my gas today.
Ooh.
Shit. Anyway,
About $4 around where I am.
yep,
About
same here.
$4.
Same
Yeah,
here.
it's about $3.89, I
Same
think, over here.
Oh,
It was-
yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we literally, I think it was like $3.86 today for me. So, I put like $30 in each time. That's what I don't like do it by the gallon. I just do it
Oh.
by, I spend a certain amount of money each time.
Right.
I
Yeah,
see. I fill my
I do
tank
that
every
too.
time.
No,
But
I used to do that.
I've been driving the
I just spent
least
$30.
as possible today. I've been driving
Dude.
so little. But today I had to fill up a tank. I almost had it empty too because I've just been waiting.
I
Hopefully
filled.
that
I
prices
think I
go
filled
down.
mine up either today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday, but dude, I was gonna say, I posted this on Threads, but I mentioned I had a new car and I was gonna post about it, but I didn't. But I got a Corolla. Yo.
We both drive the same shit. That's crazy.
Wait, you did? You got a Corolla too?
Yeah, no, I drive a Corolla. Yeah, I drive a
2014.
I drive a 2011.
Ah, I drive a 2014, dude.
Damn.
Dude, those things last forever. And ever since I got, okay, the last car I owned was a Dodge, bro. So going from that to a Toyota Corolla, that's an upgrade. Any Toyota going from Dodge is an upgrade. Let's be honest.
It's a very fuel efficient car.
It is. Like the Corolla is a more fuel efficient car, and it's like one of their, I think it is their cheapest model, especially the newest one, the LE, cheapest Toyota model. And they're super reliable too. Like I don't even like, it doesn't matter to me, like especially since I'm younger and I'm not like, I don't really care about cars too much yet. I don't really care about that right now. Like the Corolla for like just a college car, pretty damn good car.
Yeah, no,
and mine's got like Bluetooth and everything. Mine's got maps. Like it has everything that like modern cars have too. So
yeah, no, even my 2011 has that. I have I got an aftermarket. Yeah, no, it's not built into the car, but I'm from Pakistan. From Pakistan.
Oh, mine's built in.
Well, yeah,
and mine's a push to start too. And mine's one of the ones where you could just go near it and it unlocks as long as you have the key.
What? Yep. Push to start. I ain't even got that. Mine's a 2018.
It beeps when you lock it too. It's not like a car horn. It goes beep beep.
Oh, well,
it's not like an actual car horn. It's like one of those it's like a Volvo beep. It's I don't know, something like that. It sounds premium, and it's super nice too. But yeah, that's why I wanted to post about it at some point. I need to do that. Yeah. Dude, ever since I started driving, it's such a fun car to drive. It has sport mode too.
Yeah, no, I honestly, for me, it's like if I can get from A to B, I mean, I don't really care what car it is.
Exactly. I mean, for mine, like having a sport mode, it was trying to be a little bit more sporty. It's a Corolla. It's not going to be crazy, but if you look up a video of it, you would actually be kind of surprised. Like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's not good, but it's stupid how good it is for the car it is.
Right. Hell yeah. No, my Corolla.
It's actually so funny.
I'll drive that thing until it dies.
I will too. Like ever since I drove it, like I just fell in love with the Corolla. It's a fun car, really. To me, it's a fun car to have.
Yeah, absolutely. And and you go back to gas prices, man. Them shit suck. I always fill up my tank when it's at like a quarter left.
Same. Usually same.
Dude, fuel rewards
I've
saved
only
my life.
went to my gas light once. I hit my gas light once. Usually I fill it up around before the gas light comes on.
Yeah, I have yet to get, like, my dad always fills up when the gas light turns on, but I have yet to actually have the gas light turn on when I fill up yet.
I've only had it once, and I was like, crap. But
I'll tell you what, fuel rewards are the shit, man. I just recently got
fuel
30
rewards.
Cents. Yeah, I recently got 30 cents off a gallon.
I need to start doing that. Damn.
Yeah, I usually.
Prime offers that too at certain gas stations. If you have Amazon Prime, Amazon will give you like 30 cents off a certain gas stations.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Or I think it's like 30 or 60 cents, something like that.
I always go to the Shell whenever I fill up, and I use their rewards, dude. I filled up at a quarter tank, and it only cost me like $26. That's usually
Dang.
That's usually around
pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad, especially in this economy.
No, yeah, actually, it's not. That doesn't sound that bad.
Not bad at all.
I pay more than that to get that, so.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy stuff. Well, I think we've reached the final question. The final question. So, Hayden Castleman, if someone is hearing your name for the first time today, what's the one thing you want them to remember about you?
Me. I don't know. I don't know. Sing-songy man.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what y'all need to remember about me. Just pick something. Pick a song, pick a quality, pick a joke, pick anything about me, and just remember it. And follow me. Remember me for something and follow me for it. And I will keep being myself. That's basically it.
Okay.
Valid.
Well, that's about the most
that's it.
straightforward it can get. Well, I think
I don't know what y'all. I don't have a specific goal. Just remember me for something. Like me for something. Hopefully you like me for something. And just like I said, just follow me for it.
No, I respect that. I respect that totally. I think this has been a very incredibly interesting conversation. I've learned a lot of things from these past 3. I don't even know how we managed to get to
More
3
later
hours.
on Animal Planet with Hayden Castleman. No, but yeah.
I know.
True.
We've learned a lot, honestly, and I think within the next couple of months and even couple of years, I think we're both gonna cook up some crazy things, and we might even I know
in the
we're
next
gonna
couple years we could possibly meet each other. Who knows?
we could collab.
That'd be fun. Like even if it's just, dude, even if we don't do anything at all, like I'd just
Right.
like to meet you one day, dude.
No, we will definitely meet at some point. I am 100% down to do that, whether it be at
Yeah,
one of your
100%.
performances or whatnot.
Yeah. I
You
can
know,
fly you
well-
down. Yeah, I can fly you down to one of my performances, even if it's not anything like that. Like if we're just like chilling out one day, let's do it. Let's have a chill
Hell
day,
yeah.
dude. I don't care.
I'm down for that 100%. We will 100% collab. You and I, Hayden, we are gonna cook on some things.
We
gotta do
can
the
cook
editing
on
thing.
something. That is very true.
We are gonna cook on some things. Whether it be you making soundtrack for my big projects, or us editing each other.
Or me hiring you every now and then to edit my videos.
Hell yeah, absolutely. I would be 100% down for that.
I'll 100% pay you.
Even if it's not paid, it'd just be a fun thing.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah. The video idea, just for fun. 100%.
Absolutely.
I am so excited to do that when we do it. If
Absolutely.
We do it.
No, we gotta do that. We will do it. We just have to. It's a matter
Oh,
of like.
no, we will
what-
do it. We will do it.
It's a matter of what video I want you to edit and when we're gonna do it. I want
Yeah.
to do it this year. We're gonna do it this year. Hopefully
Yeah, we
in the
can. Yeah,
summer.
we can try to do it this year. We can go for this year.
We should try doing it in the summer because we'll have a lot more time
Let's
to do
try
it.
it.
Hell yeah.
I agree. In the summer, we'll have a lot more time.
Absolutely. Well, is there any ending message you have for the viewers, whether it be mine or your own?
Never walk away. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Dope.
All you gotta do is believe and never walk away.
Just
That
take
is
the
cheesy.
first step.
Honest. Yeah. Just take that's what it was. Just take the first step. No. I don't know. The messages I came up for those, whether they come across as cheesy or not, I mean, they are true to a certain extent. Whether no matter how lame I am, the message is not lame. I mean, it is a real message. I just wish there could have been a less lame messenger to give that.
Nah.
But either way, it's not really about following a message your whole life. That's just facts. But find a way to believe in yourself. Don't walk away from a tiny problem that you think you can't solve, because thing is you probably will get through it. You just have to do it, because if you don't, you're not going to even experience it at all. So experience life, go, do stuff. I don't know. I'm not 50. I don't know everything about life. But what I can tell you right now is just do it. Do life,
Just
man,
do it.
because I've been doing it, and hey, I have something to live for. I have things to look forward to, because I am doing stuff, because I am moving forward with my life. Move forward, never move backwards. And if you move backwards, that's okay. As long as your intentions are to move forward, there's a path set out for you. And yeah, when it comes to inspirational stuff, I don't know how to inspire you aside from just this is who I am. Whatever inspires you, good, go with that. I mean, different things inspire everybody. So I guess just do what you love. Be a chill person. Don't put people in the trunk of your car and
Yeah, I wonder what
bits and
inspired
pieces.
David.
Yeah, it was, that's for another episode. But no, but yeah, y'all just make smart decisions. Don't smoke. Don't start drinking. Don't do addictive things that are bad for you. Don't do addictive things that are bad for you. So, yeah, just make smart decisions as well. That also works out. Make friends, you know? Try to meet new people. And even if you're not trying to meet new people, greet new people. And if you don't try to greet new people, okay, you're just an introvert. That's fine too. So yeah, that's basically it.
Well, you know, I will say that this has been a very productive 3 hours.
Oh wait, I do have something to say. Buy
perfect.
yourself a turtleneck. They're really comfy. All right.
That's a great tip. I will actually look into that. I've never owned a turtleneck in my life. I always wear V-necks and shit because I'm a weirdo. But
You look good with the turtleneck. You look fine with the turtleneck.
yeah, I would sure hope so. But
Everyone
yeah,
looks good with the turtleneck.
I will say that we've learned a lot, and this was a very, very, very great fourth annual
Such a good
episode
dude.
of Los Boyos Hermanos. Okay? Let's hope that the next episode isn't in 2027 if Facundo can, like, get up and help me do an episode.
Yo.
Bro.
I'm kidding.
I'm a
Facundo's a good
scapegoat.
guy. Facundo's a
Dude,
good
try
guy.
to get other guests. I can see if I can see if the Gracie can. I don't know. I'll tell her about your podcast.
Absolutely. If you can get us another guest, that would be perfect.
Yeah, you can have another guest. Yeah, I'll try to get you. And if I can't, then I don't know. I mean, I got a couple people I can go to and try to have on as a guest, but
Well, you know what? Do what you can, and
It's
just
all
let me
good,
know.
though.
I'll help you out. Yeah. Of course.
But yeah, ladies and boyos, this has been Hayden Castleman. This has
Wow.
been Evan Almighty TV. This has been Fachardo.
Yeah.
This has been Los Boyos Hermanos. Thank you all for watching and listening to this episode, and we will see you all hopefully not next year, but sometime soon.
But
Good night.
definitely next year, no.
Probably next year though.
Yeah.